To go get so fresh and clean.
Paper puppy.
So clean, that's where the puppy wants to be. At the best groomer in the town. It's the Pamper Puppy. Have you been thinking about having some trees and stumps removed from your yard? Let's face facts, y'all. Y'all find this to be a horrible thing to have to pay for, and you really just don't know who you can trust. Well, let me tell you, my friends down there at Absolute Tree and Stump Removal are the most honest people I've ever had. They are the best people I've ever had in my yard, and I can trust them to not tear up anything. I can trust them to be on my property. That's right, Absolute Tree and Stump Removal, they are there when you need them, because most of the time when you need stuff like this removed, it's more have-tos than wants. So let them help you in your time of need. That's right, Absolute Tree and Stump Removal. Hey everybody, DJ Scotty here, telling you about Buckeyes and Social Circle. Don't miss out on Buckeyes Restaurant right there in Social Circle. On Friday night alone, they have catfish platter. How can you go wrong, dude? They got smoked wings, barbecue, Angus burgers. Oh my God, the burger with the egg on it to die for. Whatever you do, don't miss out on Buckeyes Restaurant in Social Circle. Go find them on Facebook. You can find them at Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle.
Buckeyes Restaurant.
Oh, fuck. Facebook. Let's talk about vaping. C-Town Vapes is the home of the vape store. That's right. If you hadn't met up with our good friends at C-Town Vapes, I don't know what you're doing, man. Like, we've known these people for years. They have the passion to help get people off of smoking, and that is their mission. So make sure you check out C-Town Vapes, located right there on 278. They have CBD, mods, pods, and disposables with over 150 e-juices and counting with flavor profiles that will surely fit your needs. C-Town Vape wants to be more than just a business. They want to be your friends to help you get off of smoking. Have you ever heard of Donut King? Let me tell you, I thought I knew what donuts were. All these other donuts I've been eating all these years are just bogus. These are the real deal, like gourmet. Who would have known they made donuts this damn good? And let me tell you something, man. They do some pig in the blankets. They do breakfast. They do all sorts of stuff. Do you even know this? They serve pizza. That's right. Donut King, the best donuts around, serves pizza in the afternoons during the weekdays. There's no other place around on 278 where you can go in and sit down and eat a pizza. That's right. Donut King. Try out Donut King, the best donuts around.
That's why they're called the King.
Today's show is sponsored by Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle. Don't get it confused with the others, because this is the choice that you gotta choose. Today's show is sponsored by Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle. Sometimes you don't know what you're missing until
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
This is the warning. Don't take anything we say too
Everybody please share.
Just remember, it's just for fun. And if you take any of this personally, then personally I suggest
think you can kiss my breast. That'd be B-R-A-S-S breast.
May I have your attention?
Hello. Hey, Holly.
With the real Sim Sadie.
Hey, what the hell is that? Ooh, what is that? I got you hooked up completely different now, by the way. I actually have you hooked in to where you're like physically, you're mic'd in.
I'm hooked in.
Yep. Do I sound differently now than I did yesterday? Because now you're hearing me from the microphone instead of just right here.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, man. And I got your sound. I don't know what the hello that is. I got your sound hooked up completely different too. So I have to, work out the kinks. Not that I want to talk about anything kinky with you. Yeah, I'm trying to get your sound right. All right, say good morning to some people. Let me get your sound right.
Good morning, Canadian Bacon, Michael, Rich Archer, the best manager your trailer park money dollars can buy.
Oh my God, isn't that scary?
Let me see. Stephen Langford, good morning. Candy, Karen. I about said Karen. Karen.
Yeah, when you quickly do that, it happens.
Jeffrey, Billy Strong, good morning. Good morning. Kelly J. Lawrence, good morning. Karina, Tammy Underwood Wilcox, good morning. Joe Rogers, Dondra Phillips, my beautiful Dondra. I love Dondra.
Well, you don't know any better.
Sanders is in the house.
And y'all let me know if the video looks weird. It seems that it's freezing up on my setup, but it doesn't appear that way from like it only looks that way on the camera. But when I'm watching what y'all are watching, everything seems fine. I took and made the video at a higher frame rate so that maybe it'll appear better looking to y'all. So just saying. And then let me know how she sounds. Let me know anything of the sound. Oh my gosh, she's showing her pussy again. Hey, good morning.
Right.
See, I don't know what that feedback sound is.
God.
I've got to figure out the feedback sound, guys. I'm sorry if y'all. I don't know if y'all hear that or if it's just me that hears it. That buzz. If y'all hear that buzz, let me know if you hear that weird feedback. Oh my God! See, that's what happens when you let your furry thing jump all over people. That is hilarious, and everyone's watching.
Boy, she about tore my whole setup up.
All right. Well, I'm trying to get the sound better. I was having a weird. Do y'all hear that, or is it just me? I'm trying to decide if we got a weird feedback or not.
I hear that.
Oh, you do? Yeah. And see, I don't know what it is. Holly sounds good. And they do hear the high pitched squeal. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that feedback is.
We got Andrew Johnson.
Yeah, I just hung up with AJ.
Wansley Thompson's in the house.
And see, it sounds like it's me. Hey. Yep, it's me clipping in your. You know what it is because instead of we're using Zoom and we don't know how Zoom works very well. And so it sounds like I'm clipping feeding into you, and I don't have a way to control the return volume from me to you.
Right.
So yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. All right, well, let's just keep
nothing about that.
We'll just keep going, and I'll try not to spike in your ear, but it sounds like it's me. And see, and Candy says, yeah, it sounds like a mic's too close to a speaker, but there is no speakers. So that's the question.
Right.
But it's because I just jacked you in this morning. Like I just thought about how to do it. Because I started thinking we're apparently going to be here another few weeks. So with that being said, there's a new program I can use that I'll just set a webcam up, and instead of having to have Almost Holly sit here, we'll do split screen. So it'll be me and you. Eventually, I'm going to work on that after the show.
Okay.
So good morning, everybody. I did that on purpose to see if me being louder made a difference, but apparently it didn't. So what's happening?
Well,
Ooh, it's almost like when we talk at the same time.
I think my sound's going in and out.
Well, just then, did you hear the squeal?
Yeah, I heard the
Oh,
squeal.
okay. So maybe it's your cord then. No, because you're on the microphone. You're not on. I mean, you're on your webcam mic. You're not on like a microphone. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Right. We'll figure it out. Good morning. Good morning. What's happening?
Good morning, Felton. He used to be my neighbor in Conyers.
Until he was smart enough to move. That's a joke. You moved. You didn't laugh at that. Wow. Everybody's on the.
My sound went out. I didn't hear what you said.
Well, good. We're doing good. So what's happening, everybody? So, of course, I don't want to do the whole show about the crapola because the crapola has consumed everybody everywhere. I will say a lot of misinformation out there. If one person can find me some factual, real information, please, God, let me know. Because there's people saying that we are on a statewide stay-home order till May 13th, that it's been extended 30 days. Then this morning on the news, though, the news says it's only extended until the 30th. Which one is it?
Which one is it?
Which one is it? Because I clearly
the shelter in place is extended till April the 30th, and the state of emergency is extended till the May the 13th,
Right.
whatever that means.
Yeah, that's the catch. That's the part that makes no sense. Where are we? You know, where are we? I'm totally effing confused. What is the difference?
Right.
What's the difference? Somebody explain to me what he's saying and what the stay order blah 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 means, because here's what I found this morning that was very interesting to me. Facebook of what they're hearing. Here's what the news is saying right now. I was checking the clock just to make sure y'all see the time.
Extended that executive order until at least April 30th, so the end of the month. The governor.
April 30th, the end of the month. Okay, so if it's extended till the end of the month, that means it's not extended another 30 days. But I think the word 30 is throwing people off. Jeffrey says the only thing I heard was it was extended until the 30th. Kelly Jo says that's what I heard, the 30th. And see, she lives up there. That, of course, and I don't do this to freak people out, but it's like, Jesus Christ, does somebody have any real information? It's the sofa surfers. Let me hashtag that, by the way. I started saying it. I never get credit for anything I do, but I created it. Yep, that was me pegging you. That's what it is. So that is the whole issue, is the sofa surfers are the ones that are typing all the crazy shit. So what's the real information? Scott Stewart says, damn it feels like 30 days. Karina says U.S. 19th of April. I don't. She says us is the 19th of April. So they're stuck till the April 19th. Tammy says, as of yesterday, it was the state of emergency was extended, but the shelter was until April 13th. Was just till April 13th. Okay. See, now, so somebody actually give us an explanation of what they're calling a state of emergency and what the stay order means. Okay. Damn, this chirping's going to get on my nerves. And I know how I need to redo this, but do I do it now? You know what I mean? Blake says,
good morning, Homer Ramey and Amy Burke.
State of emergency gives them the power to move funds and things around until May. And the stay at home is till the 30th of April. Okay. So him extending the stay of emergency really is not a big deal. And extending the stay home order to the 30th, slightly a big deal, right? Kelly Jo says, our governor said she'll update Michigan at 3 p.m. today. See, I think that's the biggest thing is, it's real simple. If I didn't know the difference between these rules, the sofa surfers, they didn't understand the difference either. Does that make sense? Like, think about that for a second. I mean, hey, Larry Cox, maybe you can call in and give us some. Okay, here's Rich. Oh, I accidentally hung up on Rich Archer.
Shame on you, hanging up on the man.
Oh, I love it.
From what Rich was saying in the chat, they're hoping some of the businesses can open back up by the 30th.
Right, and that's where I'm going back to Rich Archer. Richie Archer. You know what I started calling him, and everybody remember this, Little Dickie Archer. You know, Little Richard Archer, Little Dickie Archer. Okay.
Good morning.
Hey!
All right, what the governor said yesterday is that the state of emergency or the healthcare crisis in Georgia has been extended to May 13th. The shelter in place has been extended to April 30th. Are y'all getting me?
Okay, so all we've done is, as Scott Stewart said, it's all about the money. They've extended the government's legal whatever until May. I get that. but our stay-at-home crap is only been extended by another 15 days. And if we all remember correctly, in the very beginning, the governor made the comment that it should be for the whole month of April, and then it kind of dropped down to half a month.
Well, what he's looking for is to get people back to work.
Right.
So he's trying to go at 2-week jumps to see if there's going to be some kind of miracle.
Mm-hmm.
And but I wanted to address like the video that I saw this morning that was sent that you had sent out with the woman sitting there. I'm kind of getting the vibe is that, and it's like my morning rant this morning is people are starting now to question the actual intensity of the virus.
Right.
And, are we getting snowed by the government? The biggest thing that's right now is the CARES Act is supposedly been released by the federal government. And what the holdup is the banks who are afraid of, they're claiming they're afraid of fraud, and they're afraid of the money being misappropriated. But what they're really doing is holding it to collect as much interest on it as they can. So between everyone that I've talked to, the money is being the center of attention now. It's not getting out in a timely manner.
Yeah, I was going to say the other thing is I just got off the phone with AJ from Australia, and he said that they've already in the last 30 days given out $1 million back to the people for this Corona fund. And I said, well, you know what's cray is they haven't given out anything yet, but there's been a lot of talk, but nobody's giving out nothing.
That's right. They're holding up. Now remember, they jumped on the situation well ahead of us.
Oh,
And
God, yeah.
I had the pleasure of talking to him too.
He said he just hung up with you.
To recap the money, they are charging a $975 fine if they catch people within the 6-foot designated safe zone.
Yeah.
And they've already
That's how they're gonna recoup all the money they give out. They're gonna start fining people.
Just in the state of Victoria, where he's at, Melbourne,
Mm-hmm.
they have already sent. It was like almost $150,000 in fines or something like that they've already issued to that. And of course their cost of living is way higher than us.
And their dollar is not worth what ours is, by the way.
That's right. So I mean, it is just I know that we're being held out on the money because of the way the federal government and the banks work together to keep the 1%ers happy.
Yeah.
That's our big drawback, is that we're kind of in the same situation with them, is because I think both governments are trying to bring everybody right to the breaking point. And
from the wild mind of Rich Archer.
It's right to the breaking point where we're all on our knees. And
so can I just say this and see if everybody feels the same way? Do we believe they're gonna kick us on our shins until the point of, thank you, sir, may I have another? Can I please have some more porridge? Are we gonna be so starved of whatever it is that we're being starved from? Some people say it's money. Some people say it's other financial things. Some people are saying it's the freedom to walk out of your house. Some people say this. The mass majority, let's say, are they going to have us to the point that when they finally give us a sip of water, we're going to be so appreciative that we're not going to care what rules have changed?
Yeah, well, I think that's true. And one other thing that AJ had talked to me about too is down there, they had their equivalent to the 401k. They had authorized them two $10,000 automatic loans, which in reality would probably break their retirement.
Right.
And that is just something that people are going to have to consider when it gets to here, because I know that we have 401k loans that most people have. They pay it back. It's interest free, or the interest is used to go back into their own account. It all depends on what the setup is, but it's to the point now where if you used to take $20,000 out of your 401k, and are you in a position where you're going to be able to pay that back and retire comfortably? That's what the situation is, because now, if you got to think about it, a good 75-80% of the working force are still people that are 35 to 55 years old. And in 20 years, to recoup $20,000 back into a savings fund with everything else that's going on, are you gonna make it? Is your retirement going to be there?
Makes you wonder.
So it's I'm waiting for the people to finally say F it and go to work. F this and go to work. I've seen a couple of noted tweets and letters to some of the newscasters where they're like, this is beginning to become monotonous. It's crazy. Everyone needs to go to work. Everyone's essential.
Well, and I've requested for Tara. Me and her were on the phone yesterday. She's the owner of the Pampered Puppy, and I requested for her. I said, I need you to write the governor a letter. I said, because to me, your business needs to be open. If O'Reilly's can be open, there's more person contact in an O'Reilly's than her business. I mean, she's not a normal hair salon or a nail salon. And she said, and what's crazy is a lot of people don't realize this when it comes to dogs. Some of these dogs that have allergic reactions to certain, pollen and plants that have started blooming. She says every year, she says, I'm part of the so-and-so association, which is big dog talk, to where they have to do medical washing on certain dogs at certain times of the year. And certain dogs have to be shaved at this time of the year before the season gets too hot, and they can't shave them in June. It's this time of the year the coat has to be shaved. I said, well, why don't you send the governor this and get all the other people in the grooming business to send the governor a letter? Because apparently this is a big deal, because she said that they already, before this whole stay order happened, and she said they were already to the point of they would walk out to the cars and get the dogs out of the back seat and not let the people come into the business. So then why can't they still do that? Because you still got them jackasses in Publix, jackasses in Walmart, jackasses in AutoZone, jackasses in Home Depot. Why is all the groomers now going to go out of business because of this?
Yeah, it's crazy. The streets have not letting up as far as the stay-in shelter goes. I stand out there in front of the Master Chop House Grill, and I watch the traffic just zoom by.
And
right?
just imagine Conyers hasn't stopped at all.
No, and I believe it's because, say some of it is people just getting out there to see what's going on, but I still believe that people are they're still going to work, or they're trying to get work, or they're trying to take care of business to get themselves right. And it's like the video this morning with the woman. I mean, did anybody give a shit that 30,000 or whatever the number was people died from the flu? People die from cancer every day. Does anybody? I mean, did we stop the government then? Did we stop work then?
Yep.
No, we didn't. So, and I've had that take the whole time. Sure, there's a virus out there. There's something out there that's making people sick. but it's just the flu. It's a virus. It's a flu. It's at a different time of the season. It's at a different time of the year. Because
But let's look at reality though. If it's here, it's never going to go away. And if we do this shutdown now, are we going to do this again November? Are we going to do this again December? Are we going to do this again January? When are we going to do this again? Is this what we're going to do? We're going to, every Christmas, every store has to have to start selling Christmas presents in July because you're all going to be broke asses come Christmas time because we're going to shut down again from Thanksgiving until spring break. Boom, no business. We can't live like that.
No, we can't. We can't. And that's where the people, the people are us are going to have to make that, not to play a pun on words, but the stand. We're going to have to make the stand.
And I'm not trying to be no conspiracy theory. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm only speaking based on reality. At what point do we go, man, you know, we gotta do something here. We gotta do something here.
Well, first off, we got to do is quit being sheep.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's one of the it's one of the first things. I love Jacob the Guru to death, but I'm starting to realize that when he says, you know, the sheep in his post and everything like that, he's hitting it dead on nuts.
Yep.
I'm gonna have options. So I mean, it's just like I got in a conversation with April and Greg yesterday about the stimuluses, about the CARES Act, and what the holdup is, and you know, the businesses that they run, they still run food. They should still be able to serve curbside and pickup. They should, and they should not lose their employees over this.
Right.
Because thanks for warning interest.
Tension breaker. Okay, so we got Deanna, who said the government has also signed an order of an additional 1,000 National Guard members to assist the state. He's ordered a suspension of short-term vacation rentals in Georgia starting at 11:59 p.m. on April 30th. Kemp's executive order extends the public health emergency through May 13th and has been set to expire next Monday. So that's on the feed. And then Brett just typed, let me go back up. Statistics show that in the United States alone, 75,000 people die daily. That number has not changed since the quote unquote outbreak of the corona crap. Does that not concern anyone? Seems a little misconstrued. And then Jacob smokes a lot of the electric grass. Can't trust the wheelie riding fool. But now, listen, while I have you on the phone, I want to say this. So my daughter's ex-boyfriend is a camera guy who works for the show The Resident. Now, I know that it films roughly 6 months before we ever see it. Because right now, while we're watching it, Trent is in his van traveling across the United States. That's how I know if he's traveling, that means he's not here working. Does everybody kind of, I mean, it's real simple. I have chapstick in the left hand. I don't have it in my right hand. It's that simple. If Trent's traveling, he's not working. That means they're on the break. So with that being said, last night, and when Rich hangs up, I'll play the video. Well, look, Holly's not here. So let me play the video. I want y'all to see what I videoed last night. And it really concerns me because I videoed this and I said, how is this happening if it was filmed 6 months ago, right? Pay attention. If this was filmed 6 months ago, how did this right here happen? And watch. Okay, y'all can't hear it, but here's what happens: is there's an outbreak that's happening at this hospital, and it's like a staph infection. That's all it really is. It's like a staph type infection. So the one doctor's walking dressed normal. The other one's got the whole mask on and all the disposable stuff, blah, 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 blah. The doctor who is wearing no mask looks at the one with the mask and says, "Why are you wearing that? This is a so-and-so, and it can't be transferred or caught. It's not like the coronavirus." And I stopped for a second. I looked at my wife. I went, how come none of us were hearing anything about the coronavirus until that shit happened in like January? But yet this TV show is making the joke about the coronavirus, and it was filmed 6 months ago. So does that mean somebody knew something? Might sound like the conspiracy guy now, but it seems awfully odd that 6 months ago it was said on a TV show like they were purposely leaking it to us because we were supposed to know about it.
That could have been a different strand because even Kansas Lysol spray say it disinfects.
Yeah. Okay. But how often have you ever talked to me about the corona? Never.
When we're in the front yard drinking and making
never have we talked about the corona. Everybody says it's been on the can for 15 years. That's fine. Nobody's talked about it. I find it very odd that this TV show filmed 6 months ago addresses the coronavirus, and now all of a sudden we have the coronavirus. I find it very odd that Bill Gates did a video a year ago talking about the coronavirus, and now we have it. I'm just saying, I'm throwing darts at a damn dartboard over here.
Oh yeah.
And when me and you are outside drinking, we don't talk about the corona. I go get an assault rifle.
Yeah.
We talk about the chicken foot lady next door.
Well, let me bring her. Oh, you just doomed your day.
I know.
There you go.
I know.
All right. Well, look, I'm going to be out and about doing some business today because I'm essential.
Yes, sir.
And we'll get together and we'll talk about what's stuff that's coming up this week and coming up for the rest of the month.
And look, I don't like your new job. It's like screwing up, my 6:30 roll call.
Well, this morning AJ screwed me up because when my phone
Blaming on the freaking dude from Australia. I hear you.
Yeah,
And it's okay. He called me at 7.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just messing with you. He called me at 7.
I love AJ.
Yeah, brother.
I love all of our listeners.
Well, what's
Everyone.
amazing? Let's be very clear. We got Karina in Germany. Who's listening right now. We got AJ right now in Melbourne, Australia. Or is it Melbourne or Welburn? I always say it backwards because I know a Missy Welburn. So Melbourne, Australia. And then we got our dude, I ain't going to call his name out, but he's in the Philippines. And then another one of our dudes is married. He lives here in Florida, but married to a girl that's from the Philippines whose family still lives in the Philippines. So we're constantly, and then we got Dirk in Holland. So we're constantly getting information from reliable people who are on the ground in these areas and not some bullshit CNN fake Clinton News Network stuff.
And you know what the common denominator is?
And damn it, we got people in trailer parks all over the damn United States, so we got the real damn information.
The common denominator from all the countries around the world, the bottom line with this virus is money. How much money is going out and how much money is actually coming back into the government system.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Sad. Don't forget Colorado. Is that another country?
Well, if they're high, it's another country.
But yeah, let's. I'm waiting for the ball to drop where the American public just says, "All right, enough."
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be far off. So
Sherry, I don't know if she's trying to make a joke. She says the county I live in has the highest numbers of cases. I mean, are we making a punt on the highest? I'm just saying. All right, man. Have a good day.
All right, I'll be in touch with you guys after the show. Have a good show.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.
And anybody whoever was trying to call earlier, please call back. Please call back. Please call back. I'm not trying to be conspiracy theory radio. I'm just pointing out what we simply can see. What we can simply see seems to be the more interesting stuff. John Monroe goes, Trailer Park USA. I'm just saying, come on. Look, all of us got a little trailer park in us. Don't lie. Don't lie. Some of y'all just ain't been lucky enough to live up in the trailer park. I'm just saying. I lived in a couple of them already.
Don't make me mad. You'll see the trailer park come out.
Look, if I didn't have to have internet right now, I'd be living in like a double wide on 30 acres somewhere. Live, who do we have?
Hey, it's Larry Cox. How you doing?
What's happening, young man?
Man, I just heard your conversation and stuff and everything there when you was talking to Rich. And, you know, I'm like you, I'm not a conspiracy person either. And because for all this to be a conspiracy, it would mean that the governments would have to be able to work together and be organized. And I think we all know that's not the case.
Like, I don't want to, like, I'm pegging out again. So parts of me, I want to watch these videos and say, man, y'all are pointing out some really cool facts. But that's the same thing I'm doing. Like, I'm pointing out simple, easy, noticeable facts. Now, somebody sent me some videos last night I started watching, and there's 10 episodes, and I got through the first one. And just the first one alone was making me go, holy crap. Because there's a lot of stuff that got pointed out, like I've seen, but never connected the dots on. But are we... God, my religious people are going to hate me for this. Are we being that gullible amount of people, like when the preacher man tries to sell you the snake oil? You know, he finds what your weak points are, and that's how he makes his money off of you. And I just kind of hope that we're not those people. So tell me more of what you are taking from this.
Well, I think Alex pegged it a long time ago. I mean, even, back in December, January, whatever it was in January, Alex was talking about the virus was real, but the hysteria was going to be the problem. And I think we can all look at it because Alex called it, way back then. He didn't think the virus was going to be, that of course people were going to die and people were going to get sick of this thing, but it wasn't going to be on a scale that, that was, devastating to the world. And we're seeing that it's not. Okay. Mm-hmm. But the fear is real. Okay. Right. And I think, let me tell you what I personally think has driven all this. I personally think it's the 24-hour news cycle, Scott. And I think we can go in the 1970s and 60s, but this would be even in the early 80s, this would not have been an issue. But since we've had the 24-hour news cycle in the 90s, they have to generate a news thing. Like, let's just take before this, President Trump's impeached. Right now, does anybody care that President Trump was impeached? Anybody? No. Because the news cycle moved on, did it not? What's the news cycle now? Coronavirus, correct?
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's just say tomorrow that an alien spacecraft would be hovering over Washington, D.C. Would anybody care that the coronavirus existed?
And see, that's kind of like I was thinking, too. Like, what happens in 30 days? What if in 30 days, and let's just hypothetically throw this out there, in 30 days, say 30 days from now, oh my God, all the corona's gone. Does everybody just move forward and forget about what happened? Because I'm also the same guy that said a couple years back when the weird E. coli, Ebola, whatever the hell that was, and they got this guy in an ambulance driving down 285 and with like one police car escorting it. And I'm going, that can't be real. That footage, it's real. It's real footage that is an ambulance, and that's real footage that there's one police car, and it's real footage that when it pulled up to the hospital, that was a person that got out of the ambulance. But to me, if that dude that had some kind of weird pathogen in his body that could wipe out millions of people, there is no way that he would have been coming down the expressway in anything other than an armored tank with 15 Humvees with 50 cows on top of it, because nobody would let that guy drive down the road knowing that he could kill potentially everybody in Georgia and wipe out the United States. So I look at it and go, okay, so if I believe that wasn't real, then is any of this other stuff real? And I just don't know that I want to sound like the conspiracy theory guy, but when all that was said and done, nobody talked about it again. You know, nobody talks about Black Lives Matter anymore.
Right. Well, you know, I think that, you know, is the coronavirus real? Yeah, it's real. I mean, there are many coronaviruses. You know, this is, you know, that's number 19 apparently. You know, COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, is the virus real? You know, and I think, you know, Alex made the great point. You know, the virus is real, but the fear and the hysteria are the thing, and that's driven by the 24-hour news cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I like getting updates, but do I think an update every day from the president is necessary? No, I don't. I think because that drives the hysteria.
Right.
That drives the hysteria because, you know, we're making it the news cycle. We're making it you know, do we need to be informed? Do we need to know what's going on? You know, all along, do we need to practice better hygiene and when it's flu season and all that in the fall, do we need to practice, the better hygiene and staying away from people and, you know, the coughing junk and all that. Yeah, we do. I mean, I think this is going to heighten that. I think people are going to be aware of that from now on, you know?
Right.
But, you know, I think I mean, you know, we have to look for, and you're right, Scott. I think, and I mentioned this on our This Week in Rockdale a few weeks ago, that I think after this we've got to be very cautious because lawmakers are going to try to make changes that in the future that will give them greater powers when they consider there's an emergency. So because they don't want to do martial law.
Yeah, because look what happened last time.
Option. They don't want to do it, but they do want. But I think this is going to be used as the thing that will allow them to actually pass legislation that they will be able to take your rights under emergency situations. So let's just say for now, the reason that the governor's emergency extension had to be extended is because he wouldn't be able to order this stay in place order without that extension. So that's why they extended it. So he would be able to have these extended powers. Because I talked to an attorney the other day who's also a legislator who said a lot of what he referred to the counties and the municipalities, their stay in place orders, he actually doesn't think they're legal.
Oh God. You know, I mean, the whole
because
fear.
Nobody's actually given them
fear.
Authority to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
It's all violating the constitutional rights.
Yeah. Nobody's actually given them authority to do that. But the Georgia legislature a few years ago did give the governor of Georgia the authority to do that if they enact this Emergency Powers Act.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's why the Emergency Powers Act has to be enacted
to be able to do the rest.
To do all the rest. Yes.
Because there was already comments about the whole sheriff saying if anybody travels to their town and they see out-of-state tax, that we're going to tell you to go home. And they're like, the governor's already said you can't do that. But yet
you can't
they're
do that.
doing it.
Well, you know, this is what, you know, another attorney I know just said, you know, that you know, there could possibly be several lawsuits after this all is said and done about some infringement fights and stuff, and there could be. So I mean, I think it's the hysteria. I really do.
Well, the news, every news station is. Here's the thing that trips me out when it comes to the news. We can. There's this thing called the thesaurus. The thesaurus. So instead of saying we have great news, they go, we got fantastic news. Okay, so we know the news exaggerates stuff to make everything sound better. But the whole coming up next, we're going to explain to you why you can't leave your house without having to fear dying. And then they leave you hanging, and then it's just all fear hoarding. Like they're trying to take all the toilet paper and scare you to think no more toilet paper on the planet, y'all. We wiped our ass way before we have toilet paper. Like the whole media thing, like I almost wish they just shut the media down, but that's illegal too now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we got freedom of speech, and underneath it should say freedom to believe whatever bullshit you want. And of course, I'm trying to put my comedy spin in this. No different than the news putting theirs.
You have freedom of speech as long as you agree with things that certain people say.
Exactly. I just hate all of this. Like Shannon just said, when this is all over with, you're still going to have people afraid to hug and shake hands because you've already put that fear.
This is going to change society for a generation.
Well, look, if Obama being president couldn't separate everybody enough by trying to turn white against black, black against white, Democrat against Republican, if that couldn't cause enough destruction, because it didn't, I mean, it caused a lot, but it didn't cause enough, let's make man hate man. Separation, brother.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. I agree. I think it's going to change things culturally, how we do things. I mean, I think you're going to have for a while, even after all this is over, I think you're going to have the takeout and the curbside and all that.
Oh,
that's going to create a trend.
Well, watch this. And when you said culturally, I want you to think about this. I don't want to take away. I want to stay right where you were. But when you said culturally, think about the cults that are being formed right now based on religion. Think about that one when you're on this conversation.
Well, I think we overuse the word religion about that when we do cults. We call everything a religion, and because somebody, I mean, I don't really consider that a religion. I would consider that an extremist belief, not a religion.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I do think you're going to have a lot of extremist beliefs, with this kind of stuff. I mean, I think you'll have a lot of people who are conspiracy theorists. They're going to go off on their tangents, and you're going to have probably some cults develop over this kind of stuff. I agree with you, Scott. I mean, but I think we've just got to look. I mean, I think we need to take a deep breath, and we just need to realize, that this is real. Okay, let's say it's not, it's not real.
Right.
But was it blown out of proportion?
Yeah, and let me say this. With what,
look, how was it blown out of proportion?
With what you said about the curbside stuff. Now, here's a behind the scenes nobody's looking at, but it's like everybody knows their own bubble. I don't know, I know Larry is involved with the concrete world, construction, but I don't know what Larry has to go through every day, right? So with me showing you this as an example, let me just say my wife has come home from work, now that she's back at work, and she says, can I just tell you how pleasant work is? And I'm going, really? I thought you would be stressed the hell out. She goes, no. She said, because we don't have people at our counter bitching and complaining. Guess how peaceful it is now? She actually is enjoying her job again. Because can I just say that her location, she was having people come in months ago. Can I get a slice of that? I want a slice of that. You didn't cut that thick enough. You needed this. You needed that. And bitching and complaining the whole time. Well, guess what? That's not happening anymore. So business is saying, hey, look how pleasant people are now. There's not all this direct contact. People aren't being nasty. More people are doing the whole calling and having their food packaged, and all they have to do is pull up and get curbside service. This is exactly Amazon. Amazon started pushing everybody this way, and guess what? It's now happened. Now, I'm not trying to say Amazon's a cult and they've done this big government play, but everybody's now doing it. It makes everybody's world 10 times better.
You're right. Well, Scott, I'll tell you, we in our industry, everything. I mean, it's not really changed, but it has changed, and I'll tell you why. It's because of support systems. Because we have businesses that support us, and suppliers, manufacturers, and then my guys travel and stuff and everything, so they stay in hotels and they have to eat out or whatever. So has our work, all of our work has been deemed essential because if it's infrastructure work, we do highways, we do military bases, airports, and stuff like that. I mean, I've got couple of my projects that are actually deemed national defense necessity. You know what I mean? So that's none of that's changed as far as they expect you to do these jobs. But our thing is the support system is not there. So so that is a trickle down effect and impacts our ability to perform our jobs. You see, because we don't have access to all this other stuff instantly like we previously did. So it impacts our ability to actually access things.
Right.
So it's, even though they say, your job is essential, then one of the cogs in the system may not be considered essential. So there's a breakdown.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I think that I don't want to. Oh my God! See, I know I'm fixing to sound like that crazy guy. Did the world need a reset? I think we kind of did.
Well, I think this is a reset. Whether we want
I think
to
this
do it
is
or
a
not.
reset.
And I had conversations with folks back in January that I actually predicted this would be way worse than the 2008 and 9 economic thing, and could be close to the 1930s and the Depression type economy, because the number of people, because this is impacting a different group of people than the 08 one did. The 08 one, it impacted this is basically impacting almost everyone. So and that's what the Great Depression did. It impacted almost everyone. So that's what I think about. I think we're going to get a financial reset, a debt reset. Because there are going to be companies that are not going to come out of this. Like what are they talking about? AMC theaters right now that they're probably going to have to file bankruptcy, whatever. They don't know what it looks like them coming out. So you've got these movie theaters right now that you don't know what's going to happen with that industry coming out of this. And and that's definitely going to impact those Hollywood characters because a lot of this stuff does not impact them.
And let's look at this on a double flip of the coin. And I know now I'm really going to sound like the crazy guy. One, I'm going to back up just a second. Said at least some good's coming out of this. Well, I had made the comment about the reset. Me and Zaylee spending time together and playing, and it's beautiful sitting on my street when you get to see Adam Kane and Brittany Kane riding the little golf cart with the kids on the road. Cars aren't screaming up and down the road. People aren't out acting crazy anymore. So do I feel that this reset, if we word this quote unquote a reset, has this made people start loving each other better and spending time with their families? Yeah. But the whole loving part, everybody that likes each other's loving each other, and the people that were already assholes who hate people are just treating people nasty. So it's a weird thing that's happening. But at the same time, to really sound like the conspiracy guy, the thing I really find interesting is the movie industry started turning on themselves when they did the whole Me Too movement, which you don't hear anybody speak about now, that this is happening. You had all the Hollywood people ratting each other out, and I kept saying, good, screw y'all. Y'all are overcharging for movies. You're overpaying your actors. So now, as you just said, there's no movies being made, and the theaters are suffering. Well, is that karma? That's just a question, just from the mind of the DJ. Is that karma? Because for so long, we overpaid millions of dollars to Brad Pitt and George Clooney and Angelina Jolie and all these people. And guess what? None of you making money now. But then you got the little people who work at the theaters that ain't making money now. So it's horrible, dude.
Oh, Scott, 100%. This is, all the restaurant workers, everybody in the service industry. And this was something I've talked about for 25 years, that when you have a service-driven economy, that economy can be stripped in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I've never, and people say, well, how? And I said, just many different things can happen to affect a service-driven economy. I said, service-driven economy is, I said, if you're not manufacturing something, making something, if it's not a tangible product at the end of it, then that's sustainable. But service-driven is not sustainable. Things can happen to disrupt that. And I think we're seeing right now a virus. has disrupted a service-oriented economy. Has
Yeah,
it not?
because how many people is going to feel, even when this is over, how many people that were not germaphobes are now going to become germaphobes? Like Shannon said, nobody's going to want to, I'm not going to want to sit there. I'm not going to want to sit next to the guy coughing. I'm not going to want to be, if I heard that guy sneeze, I'm not going to want to be here. That's, I think, what's going to happen. And you know what's weird is when you say service-based economy, I've always made the comment when it comes to this world, this business I'm in. I've explained it to Keith. God knows I've had the same story with Alex, Military Might. I've always used the expression, in this business, you better be nice to people that love you, because what can make you can break you. It's quick. I tell people that this business, I tell people all the time, you can't have a big ego in this business, because the people that I've got into this business, I'm like, you can't get a big ego. If I'm not walking around with a big ego, you don't get a big ego. But what happens is I call it the firework syndrome. It's real quick to light. It's real quick to shoot up in the air and flash and look real pretty. And then it's real quick to just fade away and disappear. And that's what's happened when you've had all of these people over the years with Just for Fun. They come in, they get a little big ego, start acting stupid, and then they have to leave because it doesn't mesh with us. So I've always said what makes you can break you. Now, with that, all that being used in this example, everything that made us so great has now bit us in the ass. And look where we're all at.
Mm-hmm.
What made us so great is now bit us in the ass.
I mean, this is a learning experience for all of us. And this thing about it, is it something we actually absorb and take in, or is it something that in 6 months we forget?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Realistically, and then, I think the corona thing, until there's a vaccine, this thing is always going to linger, and it'll be, it could end up being cyclish. Who knows, But this is the thing about it. Now that this kind of thing has occurred, and we've shut the world down to this, will there be other circumstances, and will this be the norm moving forward, that we just quit and hunker down?
Mm-hmm. God, man.
And
it's the fear of the unknown.
Thing.
It's the fear of the unknown, and the fear that the media stirs in us. I mean, literally.
I'm just saying. I mean, having the 24-hour media is a good thing, but it's also just as bad as it is good.
Yeah, because you got the freedom of the press, which I fall under, but then you got even me saying sometimes I wish somebody could control the masses, but you can't, because then it takes away the freedom of the media. But the problem is at what point does the media feel like they are obligated to tell the truth?
But this is the thing about it. Are they reporting news, or are they creating news?
Well, they got to do something to make them the number one leading whatever. And the problem is how many times do they exaggerate to try to claim to get the numbers? For instance, let's use this as an example. I got real pissed off last night. TMZ's Facebook posted something. So if they just posted it, I automatically assumed it just happened. So I go sharing it. And it's Dr. Drew, who I love to death. I've watched him do all the celebrity rehabs. I learned a lot watching a lot of celebrity rehabs. I've watched a lot of his stuff. Great psychiatrist. I've listened to a lot of his shows over the years. But he's saying this is all blown out of proportion. The media is twisting stuff. And the media this, the media that. And guess what? He's absolutely right. But it was from February 2nd. So as I shared it, I got people going, dude, that's old. And I'm like, no, they just posted it. And I was zoomed in and it said February 2nd. I'm like, why in the hell is TMZ sharing it as current? Because that's how you control the masses. That's how you control the masses. You put out fake news.
The Pentagon yesterday admonished one of the networks for actually putting out some fake news.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just, but and this is the thing about before Donald Trump, let's just be real about this. Nobody really had the courage to actually question the media and take them on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if nothing else has come out of the Trump presidency, it's actually the fact that, you know, people realize now that, you know, the media needs to be questioned also.
Right.
You know, I mean, and they do. I mean, because, you know, they do, you know, the facts sometimes do get a little shady with them.
Well, and
I
they
think
love
we've
to
seen that.
paint images. So this morning, here's this is, oh my God, this is hilarious. So this morning, I want everybody to just, I'm going to make fun of this, but I just want you to feel and the funny that's in this. So there's a guy driving, which must be like the camera guy, and then they got the camera on the dash, and then you got the guy who's reporting, and they're sitting in front of a Quick Trip, and the power's out, and there's a cop with his light shining on the front doors because, you know, if there's absolutely complete black at a Quick Trip, some dumbass is going to kick in the door and steal the place. So we already know this. But here's the guy driving down the road. And as you can see, we're driving down the road, and it's so crazy. There is absolutely zero power in this community, and we just don't know what we're going to do. And as you can see here, look at the footage that we have. You can see the transformer on the left-hand side. As it starts sparking, it starts blowing flames out of it, and it puts this mass chaos into the public, and there's zero lights for miles and miles and miles all the way up Roswell Road. Shut the hell up. A damn transformer blew out, you dumbass. It happens. But you just wasted 7 friggin' minutes of the news over dramatizing I want to cuss so bad, a friggin' transformer that blew out. Like, can't we, okay, how about there's a soup line feeding the homeless right now? Can we show the positive that's happening? Right now, Scott Stewart is saying that there's tons of free food that's cabbage and vegetables. They're doing vegetable place at Rockdale Sheriff's Department right now. Well, how come we're talking about this blown out damn transformer that happens every single day? The media is just idiots, man. It's just they're idiots.
I agree. I mean, but like I said, they're so desperate now for the ratings that they have to sensationalize and create stories to make sure people are tuning in and they're keeping an audience because, you know, like I said, we went to this 24-hour news cycle, and it's, you know, I don't think it's really been good for society. It's not been good for humanity.
Yeah, I'm going to go out with my camera in a little while, and I'm going to go, so we're standing here watching the gecko turn from green as it leaves the bush to brown when it starts watching itself walk across the deck. Stay tuned, folks. It may catch a grasshopper. This is insane. Insane, dude. The media, if they put it on channel 2, 5, 46, 36, whatever, people just grasp to it because they keep waiting for whatever to happen that's supposed to happen. And it's just like that fake stuff you see on Facebook when it says, keep waiting, wait till the end of the video, wait till the end of the video. And then you go, oh shit, I just spent 7 minutes to see that. And that's the reality.
It is.
All right, brother.
Well, Scott, I'm going to get off
brother.
Here. I got
good chatting with you.
But like I said, I like the conversation, and you guys just keep it up. I mean, this is the new reality for right now, and people just need to realize, hey, some of this stuff is just over exaggerated, and we need to get a grip.
Yep, we just got to keep it real, man. Keep it real. Keep it real. All right, brother. Let me get to some of this chat. I see a bunch of cool stuff happening in it.
Good, thanks, man.
All right, see you later. All right, bye. All right, so we got Wansley. We got Wansley, Scott Stewart, and Dondra going back and forth, and I don't really know what I'm reading. I just saw the Newton lady. I'm sure it doesn't matter, so I'm lost. But she says, let me scroll back. We've got, please come. There you go.
Rockdale Sheriff's Office. That's what he's talking about.
Vegetable plates, come get it before it goes bad. And I'm going to scroll back down to him. It says now, cabbage, cauliflower, tomatoes, etc. See, that makes me I need to drive there already. Just saw the Newton lady. I'm sure that doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just keep scrolling. Dondra, pick us up some veggie plates. Troy says the information age is, oh man, this Facebook, taking society to the new level of stupidity. And you know, here's the joke, right? Like I have a good time. I use my crazy chaos humor to pick on some of the stupid stuff that's happening. with me, you already know that's what I'm going to do because that's just what I do. But you don't expect to get bullshit and lied to on Channel 2. But now I think all of y'all are now smart enough to grasp that reality that when you do hear these news, that's the stupidity that you're going to have to learn to live with. Like I think now the stupidity is you do realize that's where we're at. That's where you're going to have to be, and you're going to have to accept that that's where it is. Does that make sense? I'm trying not to be over dramatic with that, but I mean, I think you just now have come to grips to understand that's the world we live in. Eric says Rockdale Sheriff's Department's office are checking Publix's meth for possible containment from the virus. Oh my God. Look, we got to hit a commercial. Don't go nowhere, anybody. I've got to get to these commercials. We've gone way over. Every 30 minutes I'm supposed to do it, and we've been an hour with no commercials. Everybody hang tight. We love you guys. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Central and Conyers can take away your printing blues because they're the copy specialists. My business needed flyers, and it needed brochures. I went to Copy Central, and my printing blues were cured. Give them a call at 770-918-2588 and online at copycentral.org. Copy Central, the copy specialist. I love Copy Central.
Hey, Joey, you ever heard about Rush Tees?
Yeah, I think I have. Is it the place you can get your own designs printed up on any shirt?
Polos, you can design whatever you want. Hell, you can take a picture of you and your dog and have it put on a shirt.
That's really cool. They're known for a quick turnaround, too, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Unless you got some crazy amount of shirts you want, they don't even have a minimum order. They are pretty good about getting you your stuff really fast.
That's very cool. So rush on down to Rush Tees and Signs. Where are they located, Scotty?
Man, they're located right there off of Elm Street and 278 in Covington. Their number is 770-728-1481.
Tell them Just for Fun sent you.
Now or Never Tattoo is taking art to the next level. If you're thinking about ink, you want the best in the biz. Ink is art. You want the best artist available. You want Now or Never Tattoo. Chris Huff, owner-operator at Now or Never Tattoo, invites you to stop by, meet the crew, tour the studio, find Now or Never Tattoo on Facebook. You'll be impressed with the photo gallery. Or stop by now or Never Tattoo at 1427 Highway 138 in Conyers.
Hey everybody, DJ Scotty here telling you about Buckeyes and Social Circle. Don't miss out on Buckeyes restaurant right there in Social Circle. On Friday night alone, they have catfish platter. How can you go wrong, dude? They got smoked wings, barbecue, Angus burgers. Oh my God, the burger with the egg on it to die for. Whatever you do, don't miss out on Buckeyes restaurant in Social Circle. Go find them on Facebook. You can find them at Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle.
Buckeyes Restaurant.
That time of the year, it's approaching, man. Here we are at the beginning of the year. You know tax season is right around the corner. Heck, I was watching people last night on Facebook debate about paying people to do their taxes and is it worth it, is it not worth it? Let me just tell you this. Rapid Tax Service is the way to go. They saved me a lot of money. I was scared. I just knew I was going to owe a bunch of money. I can promise you, just like they did for me, they will do for you. They will take care of you. Make sure you go check out Rapid Tax Service, 678-658-8601. Rapid Tax Service is the way to go. Today's show sponsored by Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle. Don't get it confused with the others, because this is the choice that you gotta choose. Today's show is sponsored by Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle. Sometimes you don't know what you're missing until you find out you're missing it. This is a warning. Don't take anything we say too damn serious. Don't be a snowflake. Just remember, it's just for fun. And if you take any of this personally, then personally I suggest you find something else to do with your time.
May I have your attention, please? We're gonna have a problem here. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? We're gonna have a problem here. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
All right. We're back. And I think I figured out how to figure out our squeal. I think I figured out how to fix our squeal. I got to use a voltage box. I know that's confusing. No big deal. In my mind, though, I'm like, all right, I know how to fix the squeal. In other words, I'm making it too hot. Like, are our voices really loud coming into you, Holly?
Yes.
That's what yes. So if you want to do some good mornings real quick and talk about some stuff that you're reading, I will fix it. I will not come over and slap him. You have to do that. I'm just messing with you.
I know.
He's 4.
I'm fixing to.
He's
I've done
4.
asked him 10 times to be quiet.
Do some talking, and I'm gonna fix my hotness coming into you.
Okay.
Just read some of whatever's on the chat.
All right. Good morning, James Royster. Good morning, Terry Stewart. Terry Stewart says, I know you didn't want the show to be all about this stuff, but people really need to know the truth that you preaching. Good morning, Keith. John Monroe has got a ball gag. Fix that squeal. Richard Bradshaw said, don't forget that Brittany Kane will be having a drive-by for Cason's birthday Saturday around 4. I am planning on attending that. Kids, I can't get AJ to be quiet in the background. So if anybody needs some vegetables, they have some free food at the Rockdale County Sheriff's Department. Hello, Linda Ewing. How are you? Sherry Ford said Colorado Springs opened a shelter up for all the homeless to get essentials at the city auditorium. Well, that was good, because the homeless are really being forgot about during all this, worse than normal, I would say, because it's such it's just a mess. AJ's AJ keeps on. He's gonna be over here entertaining y'all in a minute. He won't be quiet. He never runs out of nothing to say. I've never met a 4-year-old that talks as much as he does. He's gonna be a good DJ one day. Rich Archer said Tyler Perry paid for groceries for senior citizens. Yeah, I heard about Tyler Perry helping out some. That's great news. Good morning, Jason. How are you? Sherry says she's heard about a handful of celebrities helping out, but they should all be doing something. Rich Archer says, bring your identification and they'll run a free driver's report. Is that at the sheriff's office, Rich? Where they're running free driver's reports? I guess that's what you're talking about, because they got free food there, somebody said a while ago. So what's going on today, y'all? Anybody got any WTFs today? Let's hear about them. So, yes, AJ, I hear you.
Hey, you're gonna be able to keep talking, but your hearing may stop for just a second.
Okay.
But it's not like I'm talking.
Okay. Bring it over here, AJ. Jason said busy as always, and the lawn maintenance is always busy. Yes, that's a very busy business there, because one time I was going to start a lawn business, and I just was seeing I used a friend of mine's property that was vacant, and I called 10 loan service companies to come do an estimate. And I didn't get no call back from near one of them. But a lot of them use that Google Chrome now to do an estimate. Karina said, hey, AJ.
Hey.
Richard Bradshaw said, Scotty must be rubbing one off.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Holly, can you hear me? Miss Holly?
AJ, you're getting on my nerves.
I'm trying to get this working on sins.
I don't know what you done to it. Here. Take it over there and be quiet.
I'm sure everybody else can hear me, but she can't right now.
I can't hear you at all.
That's what I was thinking. Da, da, da.
Good morning, Alex. How are you? Sherry said y'all should be getting a pic from us Veteran Woodworks with Zachary in his Just for Fun shirt soon. All right. Oh, Jason done planted him a garden, got him a garden growing. Me and Scotty was talking about that last week when I was over there about teaching kids to plant a garden so they know how to grow their own food, because kids don't know how to do that anymore. Good morning, Gary Michaels.
How about now?
I can hear you
There
now.
you go.
That sounds normal now.
Yes, what I had to do was put you in an old, it used to be where an old phone was hooked up in the board. Yeah, I was feeding you in the sound world way too hot. That's why the volume to you was so loud. But we also don't know how this program works, and I was just hooking us up this morning. I just hooking us up.
Just hooking us up.
Yeah. So now I need to go to phone. Da, da, da. You got to love it. You know, technology. You just got to love it. Yeah. So you should be able to hear the phone calls too. So, hey, it is what it is. We're better, but we'll get that clipping sound. That's what I was trying to do, is get the clipping sound done. Gary Michaels, what's going on, brother?
Richard Bradshaw said he needs a Just for Fun shirt for his wife. Good morning, James Dawes.
Yeah, I couldn't understand when Brittany come up here and got one for you. He didn't for her. She didn't for her. So really, I'll get you, your wife can have a shirt, but y'all should throat punch the daughter. Just throw that out there like that. I'm just saying. So listen, I'm
glad you rooting on for Brittany there.
I'm trying to defend her a little bit. I don't really know why.
Yeah, get her throat punched.
Hey, as short as she is, it's just like kicking shins. That's all. Yeah, man, I left when Jason, good morning. I heard you say hey to him. I left when we were on like a huge conversation about food. Somebody, Wansley was about to tear up something.
Pork chop biscuit.
God almighty, that sounds so good. I knew.
You can't have no pork.
Yeah, I knew Buckeyes had said something about being closed, I believe it was this morning, to do some maintenance and stuff. So good morning, everybody. Everybody, just please support your local businesses. You know, there's so many people hurting right now. Pamper Puppy, you know, thank God she owns her building, but she does have to make payments. So, yes, that's going to suck, but because it's a loan through a bank, she can get some stuff worked out. But what about Zach? You know, Glazing Company Hair Salon has to pay rent to the owner of the building. And now it's going to become owner of the building's discretion of what he wants to do. You know?
Stephen Langford said he needs a dang shirt.
You need to find a good person you go to church with that might have a connection to Just for Fun.
I know a guy, Stephen.
You might need to find a good person.
I'm going to get him and his wife for sure.
Mm-hmm. I love the fact that Holly can't see what I'm doing on video, but she will in a few seconds on her phone.
You rubbing one off, it looks like.
Ooh, you weird.
And,
Richard says it
Richard
will be
Bradshaw,
done.
It will be done. You're going to get Brittany throat punched.
Hey.
And Rich Archer says Brittany deserves an ace kicking. Y'all were so bad. What has Brittany done to y'all?
What hasn't Brittany done? She ain't shared this show one time today.
She'll be here in a little bit. Maybe she slept in this
Oh
morning.
my God. Yeah, she ain't got nothing better to do. Read what John Monroe has there.
John Monroe said yesterday a family I know posted a video of their son's birthday. He was sad till his mom said Zach came outside. 15 cars.
Yep.
Lord.
15 cars came by beeping and screaming happy birthday. And see, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do for Zaylee, man. I feel so bad. I was on the phone with Adrian yesterday, and she was almost in tears. She was like, I feel so bad for that special little girl. Like 6 years old is kind of a big deal. You know, Zaylee's like, I'm not a little baby no more. And now it's like, what do I do for my daughter? Like, you know, so I want to find somebody that has like a washing machine box. If anybody has like a washing machine cardboard box, please bring it by my house and just pull up at the driveway, set it at the fence, and honk the horn. I'll know you're outside. We want to wrap it with like wrapping paper, and I'm going to go out there and cut the grass real low and set it at the street, and we want to try to see if we can get people to ride by and honk and drop boxes off, and, you know, we just got to do something. I mean, this whole thing just sucks, and I feel so bad for Zaylee. I feel so bad for her right now.
Well, you know, we can run her birthday parade in with Kaysen Saturday at 4.
That's true. Where's it going to be? I mean, what are they doing?
They just inviting people to do a birthday parade like we did for Corey's
Well,
daughter.
hell, it'll be on the same road. We need to.
I know. You're just a couple houses up.
Yeah.
We can do a parade
Yeah.
by their house.
If that
and by
damn
your
Brittany
house.
Kane's ass was on the show right now, I'm sending her a dirty friggin' message. Mm-hmm. Here we go.
You the event page.
Here we go. We fixing to raise a little hell.
She didn't invite you to the event page.
That girl don't invite me to nothing. I'm going to record it too. Watch this. We over here talking mad shit about you and what kind of crash that you are, and you ain't even here. You're defending yourself, and we need to talk about your kid's birthday and my kid's birthday. Your ass better get up over here, because I know you ain't got nothing better to do. I know.
She needs an invite to the event page.
I'm just messing with her at this point, but we'll see if that provokes her to get her ass up on here. But yeah, if we do that, we should just make a whole front yard driving past all these houses honking. I bet my neighbors will just be friggin' laughing, and I really don't give a shit. I'm that guy. I'm that guy in the neighborhood. No, I really ain't, but it just sounds funny. But yeah, well, if she's gonna do a drive-by, then we need to schedule something like that and just make a huge party out of it. You know, I got that tank of helium thanks to Candy. So it's not like I can't fill some balloons up and put it on our mailbox and the Cane's mailbox.
Yeah, I can't find the event page right now.
That's because she hid it from us. She done deleted you. She done deleted you. I'm telling you. She done deleted you. I see how it is around here.
But she's got an
Kitty
event
people.
page for it.
Well, whatever. She had an event page. You're blocked. I'm blocked. We're all
I'm
blocked.
You're
There
blocked.
she is. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And really, it's because I sent her a damn nasty-ass message. She get up in here. Your daddy done try to talk nice about you. I said, blah, 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 but you're muted. Hold on, let me unmute you. Is it safe to unmute you? She's still talking. Is it safe to unmute you?
No, but I can type in the chat.
I muted her again. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Brittany, Rich, and Scotty's trying to get you throat punched.
Why did you have
And
to
your
go straight
dad
to
said
that?
It will be done.
I said it'd be like kicking you in the shins. You're so short. But so listen, we
And
need to
Rich
talk.
said you need an ace whooping.
We need to. Yeah, anybody wants my address, private message me. I mean, I really ain't hiding where I live, but I'll give you Brittany's address, and you just have to look for my house. How about that?
I'll send Steven your address.
Oh, Wansley. I love saying her name like that, by the way. But Wansley is
Steven
talking
can
about
get
decorating the
motorcycle
Corvette.
Ministry.
Well, and I just we need to do something special for these kids. So Brittany's kid's turning 5, mine's turning 6, and these poor kids are stuck. And how about this? Her kid's stuck 5 houses down, and because of this stuff, we can't even let the kids play together. Like,
right.
I'm almost willing to say F it and let these poor kids play together because her kid's stuck at home, my kid's stuck at home, and this is just wrong. This is just wrong. But I'm trying to be the good father and not expose my kid to nothing. But I feel that my wife is taking a gamble being exposed at work. I say, fuck it. We're going to let these kids play together. It's their damn birthday after all.
Okay, we're going to have a bunch of motorcycles.
Fuck it. Sorry, I said the F-bomb twice.
You're in trouble, Rich.
No, I'm never in trouble. Let's do it. I want everybody driving by honking. And listen, even if you don't buy presents for my kid or her kid, we're gonna try it. We need to get some cardboard boxes decorated and put them at the street and at least throw candy in it. Come on, let's do something for these kids. Corey McMichaels, where you at? Where you at? I'm calling you out too. Somebody tag Corey. Somebody tag Corey up in there. Let's just make a good something out of this.
I'm going to get Logan and all them.
Mm-hmm. And Alex is firm with the kids to be exposed to this, and we agree. Mander says he's in. You know what I wish is I wish I was more friends with the people across the street from me that has that big field because we could just take all of us and put us in that field up at the street and then be having a big party right there in the front. But we're only 6 houses away from each other, you know?
And if we have to, we'll drive by both of y'all's houses and go turn around at the church.
Yeah.
And come back by again.
Come back by again. Oh, yeah.
We'll
yeah, you can zoom
Corey
in. Hang
McMichael
on.
and
Let me send her
hot rods.
the invite.
All right. And all the motorcycles from New Life Motorcycle Ministry.
Yeah, man. I'm just, I want to do the right thing, y'all. I do. I want to do the right thing by my kid. I really do. But damn it, man. Jeff H., his birthday's Monday. We can't get you no female stripper. I can get you something that spells almost like female stripper, just minus the F-E. Philip Snow will probably be more than willing. I mean, it's your birthday. It might have to be more of a lap dance because he's got a knee problem right now, but so do you. So y'all can sit down and have a virtual strip thing. Like y'all can watch it on a YouTube. There you go. Man, I'm hungry. She has not responded to the invite yet. Go to your Facebook Messenger. I sent you the link, Brandy. Brett and Kane. I don't know why I said Brandy.
All right, I sent Steven your address. And I'll send it to Logan, too.
Yeah, so I need to find out what time my wife's going to be home on Saturday. Because that would be perfect. Didn't even think about this. I'm telling her about Brittany. Man, trying to freaking type. Hold on. They're doing her sons at 4:00 with the whole drive-by, and we need to go ahead and get us set up to do the same so they can just drive by both houses on the same road. Let's just make a party out of this and let them kids play. Effing sick of this. I'm trying to be nice about it, though. I really am. I just wish that we could so it says Brittany's in here. Oh, there we go. There she is. There she is. Or there they is. Turn on some lights, girl. We can barely see them childrens. Can you hear us? There it goes. I got you now.
There they are.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey,
Good,
boys.
good. Turn on some lights so we can see. We see two pasty kids.
We just woke up.
Oh, that explains everything. There we go.
When I go tonight, when I go to sleep tonight, and I wake up, it's gonna be my birthday.
How old are you gonna be?
All right.
How old are you gonna be?
5.
You're gonna be 5. You know, Zaylee turned 6 on Wednesday.
He's like, I want to touch you.
It froze.
Hey, baby.
It froze. Yeah, man. We need to pull off something. That's for sure. And Richard types pop loves you. But you know, I just think this is what we should do. We just need to figure it all out. Well, Mander says he'll set the ring up in the backyard and let folks park in the road and watch a show. Can you imagine the neighbors and me having friggin' wrestling? Look, we could set wrestling up and everybody can still stay 6 feet apart from each other. My yard's big enough for that.
There we go. It kicked me off.
Yep. Look at him. He's too busy wanting to have show faces.
Kason, did you say it's gonna be?
Already won.
Yep, Daxton's won.
Is Kason gonna be 5?
He's gonna be 5. All right, there.
Yeah, he'll be 5 tomorrow and then Zaylee next week. Hey, look, how he acts 5. What's that? Hey, I like that sheet. How you doing? What kind of damn show is this?
Well, it ain't gonna be the show where I undo the covers, that's for sure.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
We're all in Kason's bed.
That's kind of weird, dude. If you can't uncover and you're in his bed, this is not Mr. Rogers.
Nobody wants to see me without a shirt on, Scotty. You see this?
I saw what my wife rubbed.
Don't be jealous, Scotty.
Oh, you feel a little bit of hair on its chest. She need a
Tell him, Adam, don't be jealous.
Yeah, don't be jealous.
Look,
Okay,
you should have paid our bill that night. At least I'd have got something out of it. But yeah, we need to figure out something about this and try to do the sorry, Manders typed something. Scotty, Adam is a healthy Pee Wee Herman. I'm not sure what that means. What am I supposed to assume that means? Is that an inside joke between you and Manders?
I don't know. He don't talk to me much no more, so.
Uh-oh, how come?
3 weeks.
Why? What'd you do?
I don't know.
You've been hanging out with Chris Nims, ain't you? Go ahead and tell the truth.
Hanging out with who?
Chris Nims, go ahead and tell the truth.
Scotty, you weren't supposed to tell him.
I'm just saying. Just go ahead and admit it.
Y'all gonna have to get together and get that cart built.
That ain't social distancing.
Nah. And right now, let them use the social distancing as their excuse.
Definitely social distancing.
All right, so look.
So we definitely got to get together and do something for the kids' birthdays.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We got to figure something out about that. And I'll talk to Crystal and find out what's the earliest that she can be home. Because if we could pull that off on the same day, that'd just be awesome. Because literally, they'd just be driving by your house honking, and then my house honking, and then vice versa. I got a tank of helium, thanks to Candy, so we can put balloons at both driveway mailboxes and stuff and decorate, and then everybody driving by, I know what it's about.
Yep.
So
I sent Steven your address, and I sent a message to Logan.
I think we probably got about 40 some odd people, maybe more.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we need to do this. If y'all get y'all's 40 and we get 40, think of how many.
Weekend.
Yeah. But think about it. If you got 40 and I come up with 40, that's a lot of damn people.
Yeah, well, I already talked to SO, and they said as long as everybody keeps a minimum of 5 mile an hour and nobody just stops and gets out, everything's good.
Yeah, you know what we do, right? Like, You know,
We're gonna have some hot rods.
There's gonna be
and
some cars.
motorcycles.
That's fine, and I mean, there may even be a couple of the deputies come by and hit their blue lights for them.
Cool. Oh, and see, I got my own siren, so I might just hook it up on the avalanche and pull it out there.
I'm trying to get a couple of does they look like fire trucks?
Oh God, yeah.
Trying to get a couple of them to come from the HDA thing.
Okay.
Right up here at the end of the road. So
yeah, let's see what we can pull off.
Okay. All right, I'll get with you here shortly, and I'll call you in a little while, and we'll figure something out.
Manders is trying to do some Common Core math. I was like, if you can get your 40 and my 40, that'd be a lot. And he's like, Scott, that's only 80. I don't know. Who knows? It's David Manders.
Turn it down, please.
So, all right, brother. Well, y'all get back to Brady bunching it.
All right.
All right.
Do.
Y'all have a good night or good
morning,
day. Bye.
Where is my remote?
Where's my remote? You got to hang. Yeah, I was going to say, y'all got to hang that thing up. Holly, did I mute you or did you unmute? Oh, you do.
I got myself muted. He cut the TV
No, it's
on.
okay.
It's loud.
I was just making sure because I'm over here touching buttons. I'm like, oh, hell, what did I just do?
I muted myself because he
Yeah.
turned the TV on.
You
He
should-
usually don't get up till I'm done.
It's all right. You need to learn to do that more often anyways. You
I
ain't
know,
laughing? That's a joke.
I get better at it.
So, Tracy.
I get better at hitting mute when AJ hollers.
I'm glad you said you're getting better at hitting mute because if you said if I'm getting better at hitting it, I was going to just freeze for a minute. Hey, Cruz in the house, what's happening? Manders, we're laughing because I said Adam Kane was hanging out with Chris Nims. John Crumley's in the house. What's going on? Manders, call in. There is a phone number. Call in. So what's going on, everybody? I mean, what time are we at now? I can't never see my clocks anymore. We're at 9:08.
We're at 9:09.
Yeah.
9:08.
I need to hit a commercial. If everybody wants to give me just a second, let me hit a commercial. We'll be right back because, you know, God knows I haven't been catching up on my commercials. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Just fun in the morning.
Hey everybody, DJ Scotty here telling you about Buckeyes and Social Circle. Don't miss out on Buckeyes restaurant right there in Social Circle. On Friday night alone, they have catfish platter. How can you go wrong, dude? They got smoked wings, barbecue, Angus burgers. Oh my God, the burger with the egg on it to die for. Whatever you do, don't miss out on Buckeyes restaurant in Social Circle. Go find them on Facebook. You can find them at Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle.
Buckeyes Restaurant.
Have you been thinking about having some trees and stumps removed from your yard? Let's face facts, y'all. Y'all find this to be a horrible thing to have to pay for, and you really just don't know who you can trust. Well, let me tell you, my friends down there at Absolute Tree and Stump Removal are the most honest people I've ever had. They are the best people I've ever had in my yard, and I can trust them to not tear up anything. I can trust them to be on my property. That's right. Absolute Tree and Stump Removal, they are there when you need them, because most of the time when you need stuff like this removed, it's more have-tos than wants. So let them help you in your time of need. That's right. Absolute Tree and Stump Removal. Hey everybody, DJ Scotty here. I want to talk to you about White Brothers Auto Parts Warehouse. I'm telling you, they take your auto experience to a whole nother level. You go in there, you make sure you see qualified people that know how to answer your questions. How hard is it to go in there and ask for an 1157 brake light and nobody even know what you're talking about? Come on. You as a consumer should trust who you buy products from, and let me promise you this, White Brothers is the right place to go to. They have 3 locations in Stone Mountain, Forest Park, and here in Conyers. Make sure you check out White Brothers Auto Parts Warehouse. Today's show sponsored by Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle. Don't get it confused with the others, because this is the choice that you gotta choose. Today's show is sponsored by Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle. Sometimes you don't know what you're missing until you find out you're missing it. This is a warning. Don't take anything we say too damn serious. Don't be a snowflake. Just remember, it's just for fun. And if you take any of this personally, then...
What's happening, everybody? We's back.
You know what I noticed that I like, Holly, about you not being here?
What?
I can fart. I can scratch my balls.
Oh my God.
I don't have to worry about anything.
Oh my God.
Kind of nice.
That was just TMI.
You
TMI.
don't know if I've taken a shower in a week. You don't have to worry about whether I got drawers on. I'm just
You don't
saying.
worry about none of that when I'm there. You fart and scratch your balls and everything else.
People didn't know that, Holly. Thank you.
Oh.
People didn't know any of that. You just kind of aired my laundry a little bit. But now I understand.
Anyway.
Well, now I understand why Alex does his show the way he does it.
And give me reach overs under
Look,
the table.
you never see Alex stand up. Do you know what that means? Probably not wearing any underwear. Just saying. Just think about it. Like, think about that, would you? Like, y'all have no idea. Sorry, I'm wearing pajama pants, flannel ones, and they're hot, so I'm pulling them up. I'm pulling them up like shorts.
You're having testicle difficulties.
That's right. John says, good morning, Karina. How is your day going? Linda's like, TMI, Scotty, TMI. Richard says, I'm going to get some poster board and put happy birthday on for Kason and Zaylee, and it's Zaylee. So it's actually like the word Zaylee. And it's funny because my daughter, let me tell y'all a funny, right? If you don't know the story of Zaylee. So I have a daughter, and her mother kept wanting to name her Emily, and I don't like the name Emily. Sorry for anybody named Emily, but I just don't, it doesn't flow right. I've never liked the name Emily. It's just not an appealing name to me. I do apologize for anybody. It's just me. I think maybe it's because I knew a teacher named Emily or something, and it's like subconsciously, I don't know. But so when she kept wanting to name her Emmy, she literally said she's just going to call her Emmy because we had a cousin named Demi. So she goes, look, we'll have Emmy and Demi. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then my grandmother, who was so excited that little Scotty was finally having a child, my grandmother passed away too soon. My grandmother's name was Minnie Lee. So we named my daughter Emmy Lee. So it's Emilee. So then when Bailey was on the way, it's Baylee. You got Emmy Lee and Bailey. And then Zaylee, who was supposed to be named Charlie, female, but she was still gonna be named Charlie. When she was born, it became Zaylee. Zaylee. So now all three of my children, you would think 100% were named that way on purpose, and it just happened to be that way.
Just happened to be
that way. It's not that it was purposely done that way. It just happened to be that way. How crazy is that? So now in my house, you have Crystal, but then you got Emmy, Bailey, Zaylee, and Bethy. What the heck? I mean, but Beth is lucky that hers is not spelled the same way. But my three kids are named that way, and it wasn't 100% on purpose. It's just kind of cool that it worked that way.
Let me tell you a funny story. Justin Adams' daughter's name is Charlie.
Okay.
And it's spelled Charleigh. For a year, I have called that child Carly.
Oh, my God.
Until I seen her grandma type it the other day on a video that she did for the kids. I said, her name is Charlie. For a year, I've been calling her Carly.
Oh, my God.
And it's Charlie.
Yeah, man. It's funny how it works. Anybody got anything? And we didn't do any real WTFs this morning. We jumped into the deep water and did a little bit of the Corona stuff. And, and it's not that I'm trying to stay that way. I just wanted to get some of that coverage stuff over with, but I love the fact that everybody is kind of coming together, and I think we need some positivity right now. And
Yes. Okay.
Anybody else got anything? Donut King says we are closed Easter Sunday, but we will resume our regular hours Tuesday, April 14th. Happy Easter. What are your plans? I wanted to say, what are our plans? Because I don't know either.
I don't know.
I mean, what's people doing? What's the plan, Stan? You got the church people who are just saying they're going to stream their Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Sunday Easter service. We're having a service tomorrow night. on Good Friday too.
Mm-hmm.
At 7, I think, and then Easter morning, we're streaming live at 10.
Okay.
And I guess I'm just gonna. Well, I don't know. They said I heard last night it's supposed to be storming all day Sunday, so I don't guess I'm gonna go.
I'm going to pull the weather up
hide
now.
them in the yard, but
Yeah, I
that's what
see. I
heard
see
last
rain.
night.
I see rain on the forecast, but I don't know what the time frame would be.
I'm going to Stephen Langford's house. He's smoking a Boston butt.
Thank you for clearing that up.
He-
Sounded like you almost said smoking a butt, and I thought if she says that out loud, she's smoking. That's the guru's house that's smoking a bowl, a bowl of cereal, a bowl of cereal, boys and girls.
Stephen be cooking all the time.
Can I just say, and I don't want to say who the person is. Are y'all ready for this? God has been gracious to me this week. If you want to speak religion, because a lot of people don't, a lot of people do. But I had a friend of mine deliver me a pig yesterday. She had 2 pigs. Her boss had been boar hunting, killed 2 pigs. She didn't have room but for one. And she brought me one. And it's about, minus, of course, its feet and its head, but the body, it's about that long, about that big around, probably 50 pounds of meat, 45-ish maybe. So, yeah, we're going to have a cookout. And when she was leaving, she says, so when do you think you're going to cook? And I said, I don't know. I said, as soon as this shit right here is over with, I said, we are grilling the hell out. We are throwing a party. And she was like, let me know and I'll bring mine up here and we'll just cook both of them. Yeah, come on. All y'all, if you don't already know where I live, you're going to want to. We're going to have us a cookout. I'm just going to open the gate and just tell whoever wants to show up, show up.
The pig in the ground and the beer on ice.
And that's what we talked about doing, is just digging a hole and smoking some butt. Yep, we were talking about that last night because Philip's got a big grill that I'm supposed to go hook up to my truck and try to get it home and do some welding on. But Crystal goes, I've been reading about smoking one in the ground. Why don't we do that? And I went, if you have to slow cook it overnight, I mean, if I have to sit out by a fire with beer, I will with my friends. I mean, if you're really twisting my arm. So
John says, Scotty throws no boring parties.
Yes, see? Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, look, I'll go out there and we can all just sit in the backyard. As long as we're not yelling, my neighbors may not care, you know? I'm just saying, we'll have a good time. He wrote James Royster, I know where you're at. That's what I'm saying. I think it'd be a great time because people are so stuck.
Is wild pig.
Linda says, yuck, don't want no wild pig. Well, you know what? I'm sure we're going to have something else, Linda. We're going to have other stuff. Who knows? When this is all over with, we may have a wrestling ring set up in the friggin' front yard for the people to see.
Tracy and Gloria asked David, said, you need cherry or hickory?
I don't know what works. Alex is FaceTiming. I'm answering Alex this way. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
I'm trying to get in on your show.
Well,
I was trying to sit next to Holly.
Oh yeah, well I can't merge you and her FaceTime because she's using Zoom.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I went ahead and downloaded the Skype thing because I'm gonna turn it over to Skype before it's over with.
Yeah.
Listen, this was unusual for you. You didn't know this was coming, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's remote guests can be challenging, you know.
Oh yeah, and I found a new program. I'm gonna send you a link to Michael Myers. You remember Michael Myers? Michael Myers was using it yesterday. So I think I'm going to start Skyping her in and then use that program.
What was he using? Because he reached out to me, recommendations from me, and I'm just curious what he went with.
I saved the name. Hold on, I'm going to hang up. I'm not hanging up on you, Holly, but I'm going to go look. I took a picture of it so I wouldn't forget it. Dun, 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 dun. It says powered by StreamYard. That's who he was
Okay.
using as StreamYard. But it seemed it seemed
StreamYard's okay.
okay, yeah, and it seemed to act. Look, people are seeing you on camera too. It seemed to act similar to what you use. Similar,
Yeah.
probably nowhere near
They're
as nice.
sexy Alex.
Probably nowhere
I
near as
use-
nice.
You know, because every single show I bring in remote guests because Danielle's up in Minnesota. She comes in. Larry is in his own studio. He comes in. So I've just had to figure it out and fine tune it
Right.
over the years.
Yeah,
now.
and that's kind of what I'm doing because I've been delegated this.
Exactly. You have no choice now. You've got to
Yeah.
figure it out, at least for the short term.
Well, and I think long term, I think long term, I'll have it set up so that if it's just me and Holly, we'll use instead of the Mevo, we'll use the webcam so that we can Skype in other people. I think having the double option is great.
Oh yeah, listen, it's fantastic. I love we're doing this. I think Larry told you yesterday. We're doing a thing for the Rockdale GOP tomorrow, and I think I'm going to have 5 people in on video. And the nice thing is with the software I use, which is production switch software. Each one will be their own separate camera, and so I'll be able to have a separate shot for each person,
Yeah.
and then I'll be able to have them all on screen together if need be, or just 2 of them or 3 of them. That's the beauty of production switching software.
Right.
You get to set it up, and it looks somewhat professional.
Right. And see, I was so comfortable using just Mevo, it served my purpose. I never spent money on any of the other stuff, and now it's kind of like, damn, I need the other stuff, but don't have the money.
Right. Yeah, and that listen, this is an opportunity to just figure it out. So
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be expensive.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't. There are inexpensive ways to do this.
Yeah. Send me the model number of the camera make and model number. Just send it to me in a text or something so I don't forget it because I want to look that up too.
Of the camera I use?
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. Mine's a Canon T6.
Yeah, and
it's a DSLR.
Right.
It's pretty. They're old these days, and you could get them super cheap.
Yeah, and
But it's-
that's what I was thinking. Not that thinking they're super cheap, but I mean I knew that it's at this point it'd be a couple years old. I could probably get it decently.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I will certainly send you that. What you'll need to consider though is how to bring that in, because you're going to need a camera that comes in over HDMI, the clean HDMI signal. What that means is you don't see any of the camera's display fed through. The camera I have doesn't support that, but if you can figure out a way to bring it in over USB, which is what I do,
Right.
then it does come through with a clean signal.
Okay.
Other than that, you'll need a different kind of camera or just stick with a good webcam.
Right. And see if I'm close. The webcam I got, of course, it's a couple years old now, but it was rated #1 of the world. It was a great camera, and it does great if you're within like 3 feet of it. But when you try to, you have to pull it back in order to get 3 people in it, and then it becomes grainy and horrible. So that's why I like the Mevo. So that's what if I'm just going to be me, then the computer and the webcam is great. If I'm going to be me and other people, then I'll just switch over to the Mevo.
Right. Webcams have come a long way. Well, even since I started doing our shows, I started on webcams. The C920 at the time, the Logitech C920 was like the webcam to buy.
That's the one I got. Yep.
Now there's the Logitech Brio, which is what Danielle uses, and it's a wide format, 16:9 4K camera.
Ooh, see?
And it's actually pretty good.
There you go.
So
yeah, send me that too. Send me that model number of that.
I will do. I will. All right, guys. Well, I got Polytech tonight, so tune into that. Then we've got a few interviews on This Week in Rockdale this weekend. We have 3 shows Saturday and 1 show Sunday, I think.
Awesome.
Or 2 Saturday and 1 Sunday. So if y'all are stuck at home quarantining, tune into those. They should be all right. They should be fun.
Awesome. All right, brother. I appreciate
See
you.
you, brother.
All right, see you later.
All right, man.
All right, bye.
See ya.
So yeah, there you go, guys. Make sure y'all go check out Alex's show. He's always got some really good stuff. And you know, this is not the norm for us, and we are. Let me zoom back out. And we are having to, you know, start branching off to be different. But it's kind of like a person that donated me this new monitor.
Corey
It
just
worked
tuned
out
in.
great to swap the way I'm doing. It's part of the growth. Corey McMichaels is in the house. What's happening?
What up, homie?
What are you doing?
What's going
you
on,
know,
Corey?
what's up, baby girl? I'm out here being all essential and stuff.
Oh, you
Yeah,
are
with your
so
essential
essential.
oils. That's the only way you're essential.
Hey, listen, lights ain't the only thing I turn on.
So Holly tells us.
Hey, so listen, man. You know what? I tuned in earlier this morning before I had to go be essential again, and man, I'm tired of hearing about the damn corona, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm just tired of hearing about it. I'm sick of it, tired of it. I mean, yeah, it's bad. It's
gonna
ain't
make
no
me
good.
switch
I
beer. I'm
agree.
tired of even saying the damn
agree.
name.
But man, I'm serious, y'all. I'm just tired of hearing about it. So what I want to do is let's talk about a positive. Let's talk about these waitresses and these people that's out of work and all that. Let's see what we can do to help them. I did put a post on my Facebook so they could all put their cash apps, PayPals, all that. So people could, you know, send them a little cash, you know, a couple dollars here and there. You know, if we all throw in a couple dollars here and there and help these people out, man, you know, I'm lucky. I'm gonna sit here and say that. Me and all my men that are at work today, we're lucky.
Right.
We got jobs still going on. So yeah, I can send some money and try to help some of these people out.
Right.
That's what it's what it's all about, man. You know, I think everybody should help their fellow man, you know, and woman.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. But I just hate it, man. I hate it because I got a lot of good friends that's in that industry, man. And I mean, they're just they're out of luck, man.
Yeah, and
I
you
mean,
know, my wife's been sharing that stuff too, and we had like Misty Moon and some other people messaging going, "Thank you very much for just telling people to
man.
remember us."
And if anybody's listening, and you're friends with me on Facebook or not, and you can go to my Facebook and share that. You know, put it on your wall so these people can see it, and they can, you know, we can get the word out for these people,
right.
man.
That's right.
So this weekend, man, we're gonna
I'm
ahead,
gonna
Ho.
put one up for AJ's other grandma. She's a waitress. She just got laid off from Waffle House.
Man.
Yeah, man. Saturday, man, we're gonna do it up big or what?
Well, and that's what I just messaged my wife because we've been talking, like, what are we going to do? And I just literally was like, look, I need you home before 4 o'clock because if we're already going to have, the Canes said they're going to have like 40 people come by. And I'm like, damn, if we get our people and their people and we're on the same street, 5 houses apart from each other. So literally you can just be honking, going back and forth. My neighbors, piss on them, they'll get over it. But I just think it'd be cool as hell.
Hey, man, don't worry about them neighbors. Let me tell you what they're going to just be excited something's happening at their house.
That's
so
right.
I wouldn't even worry about them.
But we're going to try to find like if I could find some washing machine cardboard boxes, we were going to, and maybe we need to do this for Brittany's house. It's the same. We were going to try to decorate a box and let people, if they want to give a present, they can just drive up, toss a present in there. If they just want to drive up and throw candy in there.
So can how far past y'all's house are they?
5 houses. So maybe
going towards the church or away from the church?
Away from the church. So they're okay. So you know that radio tower that's okay. They're on the other side of the radio tower. They're one house past that. So like when you come to my house to come to the show, they're the house right before the tower. So they're like 5 houses from me.
All right. So what I'm saying is we could all meet up at the church again, maybe?
Yes. And they're on the same side that I'm on. So literally everybody could meet at the church and do exactly what they did. Stop at the first house, honk the horn, and I got a tank of helium, thanks to Candy. So we'll make sure we got balloons at both houses on the mailboxes. So you can't miss the 2 houses.
Okay. So what I'm going to try to do is get all my drag racing buddies and all that. So maybe we can get some cars and
right.
And some show cars. You know, Kel Walton, man, he's got some show cars.
Yeah.
maybe we could come out, make a day out of it.
Yeah, and see, we're trying to get some bikes involved, and James Royster's going to come and take
There's
pictures
probably
because
gonna
I
be a
know
whole
he
bunch of
is.
bikes from New Life Motorcycle Ministry.
Yep.
Yeah, I called the guys that showed up with us last time. Todd Poteet and them, man, they're good guys. A lot of them are pretty saddened by the loss of their good buddy, man. I hate that.
Yeah. Noah.
But yeah. So, you know, maybe they enjoy getting out and helping other people, man. That's what they're about, all them guys. So it'd be great.
Noah went to my church too. He was part of the motorcycle ministry.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is, you know, the reason I called, man, I'm just tired of all the negative, man. I hate it. It's over and over and over every day. You get on the news, you hear about this and about that and why this and that. Man, I'm tired of listening to it. I really am. I just get sick and tired of listening to it. So I decided, hell, I ain't gonna listen to it. I'm gonna do something positive. So that's what I'm doing, man. I'm trying to help out those that need help.
Right.
You know, if we can do this and make Zaylee's birthday amazing, one she won't never forget, why not do it? Why not take advantage of something you can?
And I just think it's cool.
Do. Yeah,
because you
man.
got Kaysen right down the road, and I totally forgot that his birthday was the same weekend that we were trying to figure out because Zaylee's is on Wednesday, and I'm like, we can't do nothing on Wednesday. We got to try to do it on Saturday. And then old Mother Trucker here goes, well, you know, Kaysen's is Saturday. It was like, oh my God, I just didn't even think about it. I think it's going to be beautiful. It says it's going to be a high of 69 that day. I think that'd be perfect. It won't be too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be too hot. Won't be too cold. It'll be awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, I just want to call in and say, everybody, stop listening to the coronavirus bullshit.
That's right.
Get happy. Everybody get a positive, man. So, all right, I gotta go. Gotta go be essential.
All right, love you, brother. Be good.
Love you. See you.
All right, bye.
Love you.
See, he told me he loved me, not you. See how that works, don't you?
We know he loves Holly.
Well, we just know he pays.
I'm his girl.
Yeah, whatever. You're one of 50.
Well.
But you're one.
He bring that essential oil over here. I'll show him what to do with it.
Well, I just think this will be awesome. We need to do something for the kids, man. I mean, you know, think of how trapped they feel.
Jeffrey Yates said he's bringing the 4-wheeler if he can get it running.
Hey, read some of these real quick. I got to run upstairs real quick. She said something about Sweetie, so let me go check real quick.
All right. The new Tomorrow people say, wow, we say those motorcycles, they are cool. We say, heck yeah. Jeff H says, yeah, the starter was a little loose. Going to get a couple parts today. Should be fixed later on today, I hope. That would be great. Great. You can ride the 4-wheeler in Zaylee and Kaysen's birthday parade. Yep. James Royster, he can take some pictures. Dirk says he can't hear us. I'm sorry about that, Dirk, but glad to have you listening in. I guess you can watch us. Candy says, swing by and I'll give you some money. I'll be right by there, Candy. I'm open to anybody that wants to give money. No, I'm just kidding. I'll tell him, Richard, when he gets back. He had to run upstairs for a minute. David Manders said, Corey, that church ain't going to hold all of us. Well, we'll figure out something. We'll figure out something. We might have to park down the road there. We'll figure out something. It's going to be a big parade, I think. Oh, Jeff's going to turf Adam's yard with that 4-wheeler. Kaysen might like that. Richard, is Brittany still on here? If not, you tell her that's going to be an awful big parade Saturday. We're going to have hot rods and motorcycles and all kinds of stuff. The new Tomorrow people says we will do this gig soon as we can for us. Sure. Yep, we're gonna do a birthday parade Saturday for a couple of kids, make their birthday special during all this chaos. They can't have no parties because all this social distancing. Well, Karina will be sure there's some videos you can watch, just like you was there. Candy says, I got a four-wheeler. Jeff, the one under the tarp only needs the chain put back on. Oh, okay. Brittany's here. That's going to be a big parade Saturday. But that's great. That'll make their birthday special. And I'll make a poster. I'll put Daxon's name on it, too. I'll make 3 of them. One for Daxon, one for Kaysen, and one for Zaylee. You back.
Man, I wish. Oh, look, I'm gonna see if
parade
I'm gonna show y'all
Saturday.
something. See if y'all can see. Look at this damn ear. I just hold on. How red
What'd
that
you
ear
do?
is. Man.
What'd you do to it?
So I run upstairs. I had to get Sweetie. You know, Sweetie's in heat, so I had to take her outside, lay her down. Whew. There's a tick. It bigger around than my pinky fingernail, swolled up. And Zaylee was talking about it. I'm like, you didn't touch that, did you? She says, no. So I run back in there and get some tweezers. Well, as I'm trying to get the dog and the tweezers back out the door, I start to open the door to yell for the dog. And about the time that I'm turning to walk out, I don't know how or why, but I stopped the door and ran, bam, ear first, right into that square edge of that door. And
Oh, my
because I
gosh.
was trying to hurry so fast. So I hit my foot or something, I guess, with the door. But as I turned, I mean, thank God it was my ear and up my nose, but I ran slap ass
that's right.
into that damn door. And Zaylee, oh, poor kid.
Richard Bradshaw wants you to call him after the
Look,
show.
I'm not lying. That tick, look right here. That tick was that big.
Oh.
I ain't even lying, y'all. That tick was that damn big. It was almost the size of my damn pinky. And how have we not seen that damn tick on my dog? I don't know. Which proves I need to put that flea and tick stuff on her again.
Right.
So, what does he
The
want me
new
to do?
Tomorrow people said, wow, we say party, party. Guys talking about the parade.
Mm-hmm.
So, and David Manders was saying that church ain't going to hold all of us.
No, they got some back behind parking too.
Yeah, I think there was some
Yeah.
parking lot down behind that building.
Man, if I could get that many people to check into Chateau La Honky, that would be awesome. Can you imagine that many people checking into Chateau La Honky?
James Royster said, how many choice words did you say?
Yeah, let's just say there's no recording. If there's no recording, it didn't happen. Yeah,
That's
look,
right.
Chateau La Honky. If I can get everybody to check into Chateau La Honky.
Good
Oh,
morning,
my
Tina.
God.
Tina's in the house. Jason said, be careful, Scotty. Ticks cause Lyme disease.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I just checked in at Chateau La Honky. I need everybody to like keep up with Chateau La. Oh, I got a zoomer back in. Check in at Chateau La Honky anytime you come by here. I just think it's awesome. I created it as a joke after a beer or one or several. It wasn't beer. It was that Jim Beam Peach. But anywho's, whether or not or why I created it is irrelevant. Let's just know that Chateau La Honky is where you should check in. Waiting on that old Holly. There we go. Come on. You can do it. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
There we go.
There you go. I still can't complain. It's free.
That's right.
Candy, what are you asking me? What is what? What is that? What is Chateau La Honky?
That's his house.
Chateau La Honky's my crib. I tell people, see, I didn't check it into my physical address. It is down at the four-way intersection of the two crossroads. But if you know where I live, you're supposed to know where I live. If you don't know where I live, then you ain't supposed to know where I live. But we call it Chateau La Honky.
The new tomorrow people said, Scotty, we will be performing on live stream on Facebook soon if we can do it.
Oh, God, yeah. Please let us know. We'll share it. We'll share it. We'll share it. Yeah, Candy, Chateau La Honky. Scott Carter's in the house. Every time he tunes in, all I can think is Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter. So anyways, man, my damn ear is on fire. I smacked the shit out of it.
Think of stroking.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it would. Oh, my God. Clarence Carter.
It's
So-
my stuff ain't tight enough.
Anybody else got anything? So a friend of mine typed, and he was on the show a little while ago, Eric Chavez, I guess is what he's calling himself. I ain't seen too many selfies since the quarantine started. Y'all all high mighty twats. He's talking about how ugly, and you need to embrace your funkiness. So, because nobody's posting selfies. So I posted a selfie like this.
With
So,
that monkey snot.
you know, I'm like, I'll
It's been
post it.
your hair for 3 days.
Yeah, that was, but it just so happens I'm wearing a green shirt too. And then he says, wow, I appreciate you, bro.
You've
He
been
said,
wearing that green shirt for 3 days.
he says, yeah, no, I just put this on, woman. He says, dude, I love you, but my kids think you turned on them, and I told them the truth about you. You Pennywise is your puppy. Anyways, he gives me hell all the time. He's funny as all get out. And then
Yeah, he's
Brady, of course, I've been seeing these freaking crazy I've been seeing all these just super crazy videos. It's kind of crazy. With TikToks. Them TikTok stories are off the chain, dude, or whatever you want to call them. You just want to call them videos.
right.
What else we got? What's we got? Did y'all see yesterday were two of the, okay, hold on. Did you see yesterday there was 2 employees at the Covington Walmart with the virus? No, I did not. And if it is in the news, please share. I'd like to know more.
Oh, your stalkers here. Bianca Honey Bear.
I don't
just
see her.
signed in.
If you don't see her, it don't exist. I'm just saying. Scott Cotter says, what's up, Scotty? What's going on? Love you, brother. Ain't seen you in a minute. I hope the roads are safe. He's a truck driver. Dirk and
Yeah,
Candy.
he came up on mine saying that's a great pick. Now, every time I see his name, I'm going to think about the song Stroking.
Yeah, there you go. Every time you think about Scott Carter, I want you to think about stroking it. You said it. Not me. You said it. You said it. I didn't make you anything.
Talking about that song.
Mm-hmm. Now, every time you see Scott Carter's name, you're going to be like,
I'm
stroke
gonna
it
think
to
about
the east.
stroking.
Stroke it. Okay.
Stroke it to
Okay.
the
That's
west.
right. Tina says, I posted a selfie with no makeup and my usual messy bun hair. Then asked the ladies to show me their messy buns. That could be really misconstrued. If I asked for them to show me their tacos, I'd be in trouble. Just saying. Yeah, I still see no Honey Bear, and maybe that's a good thing. Honey Bear done blocked me. That's what it is.
She'll be calling you in a
No,
minute.
no, she blocked me. That's good. I can't see you. That's fine. You got me on the lockdown. That's cool. I'm all right with it.
Yeah, Richard said again, Scotty, give me a call after the show.
Mm-hmm. I bet that Bianca Honey Bear ain't got Stephanie blocked. I bet she's over there playing with her. Mm-hmm.
Dirk said, Honey Bear, Honey Bear, Honey Bear. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Man,
Come on, Honey Bear, get on Scotty.
no. That don't even sound right. You can't use that in the
She
same
said-
sentence.
You don't say that. She said, I'm here, whore.
No, she got me blocked.
Oh, Honey Bear's got you blocked.
Apparently, if I don't see.
Linda Ewan said, Holly said if her skeet wasn't tight enough.
Oh, and Tina says, I've been blocked by that nasty honey bear, too.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
hell. I just got unblocked. Y'all better watch out. Don't get the cucaracha virus.
You got unblocked. Y'all better
Yeah,
watch out.
see?
Don't get that cucaracha virus.
Mm-hmm. Don't be sharing that cucaracha virus. That's the problem right there. You need to stay up out them clubs.
Honey Bear says she got something to share with you, Scotty.
Yeah. Nope. We on
And
virus
Dondra
lockdown. You
said-
got to keep your STDs across the street. Eat.
Dondra said, my buns aren't messy. I mean, my hair's too short for a bun.
Girl, I need you to go ahead and grasp the reality that your messy buns have nothing to do with your hair. I'm just saying. What's up, Tim?
And the new tomorrow, best of ideas and thinking things, we say, good morning, Dondra Phillips. We say, how are you? We are a pop singing group.
God, my ear's on fire. I'm going to have to put some ice on it. I done run right up in that door, man.
That's because Honey Bear's talking about you.
No, it ain't. It's because I ran into that door. I bet there's going to be a black stripe. You know what I mean? Bruised right down the side of my
I
ear.
bet it will bruise your ear.
I smacked it good.
Richard Bradshaw says it's going to be awesome Saturday. It will.
Yeah, man. I swear to God, I need some damn boxes, man. I don't know where I'm gonna get no damn wash machine boxes. Or like one refrigerator box. I can cut it in half.
Paul Burns says social distancing on the radio show this morning.
Yeah.
Yes, Paul, we are practicing social distancing.
She's got an STD I'm worried about. It takes 7 to 14 days before I test positive.
You know you positive. You gave it to me.
I'm positive. Hey, so Manders made the comment. He's like, man, I wish I could come into the studio. I said, well, if I set you in that spot that other person used to sit in, I said, if almost Holly's between the two of us, we'd be 6 foot apart.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Yeah, I need some boxes. What the hell's Farmers? Go to Farmers.
The new tomorrow people said, oh my gosh, watch out, DJ Scotty. We say to you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Or a rental company. Yeah, I could probably find out about a rental company. My problem is right now I have Zaylee, and I don't want to take her with me any of those places. You know, like I don't want to take any more chances than I have to. I don't know anybody that works at Farmer's Furniture Store. Yeah. Now I get what you're talking about. Go to Badcock's and Monroe and get two boxes. I need somebody that knows somebody. Does anybody know somebody can get me a box? That way I don't look like a crazy person driving down there asking for boxes, especially right now with the whole social distancing stuff going on. You never know is my point.
Candy says she might have some big boxes in her
Yeah,
attic.
but you probably ain't gonna have no wash machine box though. That's a big ass box. Yeah, I want a big box. None of that sounds smart, by the way. I'm just saying. Brittany, hey, send Adam out there and get us some boxes, man. That way we have one at both houses. Because at least then, like I said, people can pull up and throw in gifts or at least just candy. I mean, it's not that I'm saying everybody buy my kid toys, even though that's cool, but I'm not asking for it. But I mean, if you're going to show up, you can at least throw out some candy into the box. Pull up and throw candy in the box. I just think it'd be kind of cool.
For the kids, they might fill it up with money.
Yeah, throw in whatever. We'll take all your nickels, dimes, pennies. We don't care. Zaylee does not care. Zaylee thinks she's rich when she's got a bunch of quarters. She is rich when we go to the Mexican restaurant. So how about that? Let's talk about that. One of my friends typed, asking for a friend, how many days can you go without eating Mexican food? And, we usually go once a week. So, I mean, it's real funny. I'm asking for a friend. How many days can you go without Mexican food?
Well, they got that frog poster going around that says, I know y'all think I'm really okay, but deep down, I just need to go to a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, yeah. Brittany says Adam is being a germ freak, so he won't touch them, won't touch the boxes. Tina says, okay, I have to get moving lots today. What are you moving?
Lots to do today.
Oh, get moving, lots to do today. Okay, well, you know, she has her
Got a lot
elderly
to
parents,
do.
so I wasn't sure if there was something going on.
We love you, Tina. Have a great day and be careful.
Yeah, have a good day. See you later. James says, I'll check with Pam. She might have 2 big boxes. Yeah, man. I just figure if you have the reason I'm thinking a washing machine one is it's easier. I mean, not everybody's a basketball player. Like if you pull up and you throw something out, if it's a big hole, you possibly could throw it in there like a hot dog down a hallway. It's easier to hit a bigger hole than it is to try to hit a small box. So if I had a big box.
Scotty Carter says use
See?
your wheelbarrow.
See? Oh, I have a wheelbarrow. Don't think I ain't thinking about it. If I can't come up with a box, I'm going to have a wheelbarrow sitting out there with balloons on it.
He gonna make me holler his name every time he posts something.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Carter.
Yeah. See? It ain't just me. Every time I say he's Scott Carter, I always think, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And I always go, Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter. So now I'll be Mr. Carter, and you're going to be stroking it to the east.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Stroke it
God.
to the east, and stroke it to the west, and stroke it to the man that I love the best.
So listen, Richard basically just called Adam a pussy. Put on some gloves, Adam. Just saying.
He
It's
sure
so funny.
did.
He called you a pussy.
You
Good
can
morning,
use a
Patricia.
cheap inflatable kid swimming pool.
Yeah, that could be too, or even just a little plastic kid swimming pool. I just want something to look kind of cool, make cool pictures. I got to get out and cut the grass. My wife's been raising hell at me about buying this big nice mower, and I ain't been cutting the grass. But honestly, the dang yards have been oversaturated. In my front yard, at the street's on a little bit of a hill. And when I went out there and turned around the other day, the tires ripped up some grass. So I was like, ooh, hell no, I ain't driving on that hill sideways because it'll rip everything up. And read what Mr. Carter says about you.
I don't see it.
It says, you go, girl.
Mr. Carter.
Oh, my God. We're at 9:54, you guys. We're about to wrap this thing up. I'm extremely happy and proud that we are still able, with Almost Holly, to pull off this.
Yes.
And the only downfall about going split screen is, you won't see hardly any of my studio. It'll be just me, and I'll have to watch moving around or I'm off camera, and then it's going to make you even more huge. So, you know, I ain't got a problem with this. I think it's funny to have Almost Holly sitting next to me.
I love it.
I think it's hilarious. If I could just find like a koala bear and cut his head off, I'd shove a koala bear in there and put your head on top of the koala bear. And now that would be some funny stuff. That would be some funny stuff. So Candy just sent pictures of some boxes. Let me see. Can I use that in a sentence and not sound like I'm cheating on my wife? Let me see. Let me see the boxes in which she sent me pictures of in a non-sexual manner. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a hot water heater. So yeah, that's a decent sized box. And then some TV boxes. So yeah, if we can't come up with a big old square,
Mr. Carter, you have a great day.
yeah, if I can't come up with a big old square refrigerator bottle, have a great day, Scott Carter, Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter.
I'll be stroking.
Having Holly on the big screen looks a whole lot better. Yeah, Jeffrey just tuned in. Yeah, having you there instead of that little small screen. I swear to God, if I had that,
Well, thank you, Jeffrey.
if I had that koala bear, it would be hilarious because I could just see you purposely leaning back to make it look just perfect. That would be hilarious. So anyway,
Have a good day, Tracy and Gloria.
yeah,
man.
see you later, Mr. Tracy. Yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here. 9:56. Yeah, I gotta do another clock, man. I don't have a clock I can see worth the crap. I gotta get me a clock on the wall.
Where's that clock you had upstairs that you was taking down there?
I have it sitting over there and it's not hung up yet, but don't think I ain't gonna hang it up because You've not seen the new setup. I'm gonna take a picture and show you
Okay.
what's going on down here, because the problem is the clock is in the lower left hand side, which means I can't see it. Like it's right, it's like right. Wait till you see this. It's right between the cheerleader's legs. I know that's that sounds. I know
what's between the cheerleader's legs.
I know exactly.
That big old box.
I'm just saying, I know exactly how that sounded. But I'm just saying.
Tomorrow's people, y'all have a great day. You too, Dondra. Have a great day. And Wansley.
So for everybody that says the words, what the hell is he talking about? I'm just saying, there's the trophy right here, and I'll have to move the trophy because every time I go to look at the clock, and it's a little bitty clock, I need a bigger clock up on the wall. My wife just sent a return message.
Thank you for tuning in, John Monroe. John Monroe said, thanks for the show today, Scotty and Holly. Thank you for tuning in. We love our listeners. And Brittany Kane said, now that I have been on the feed, you haven't ran your mouth. Where is this crap talk?
There was no crap talk. I don't know what you're talking about. There was not.
That you might come down
there was no crap talk. Shut it up.
Oh.
Shut it up. There
Oh,
wasn't
you
no
got
crap
me
talk.
muted.
No, I unmuted you.
Oh,
There was no crap talk. I don't know what this young lady's talking about.
you showed him.
I swear to God, there was no crap talk. This lady's just mumbling a bunch of weird shit.
Now he's scared because Adam's home. He's scared Adam would come down there and whoop him.
Oh, hell no. He's a germaphobe. I'd be like, come on in.
Bye, Richard. Have a great day. Same fun, same channel.
That's right.
Same time tomorrow. That's what James Royster said. Eric Chavez said, how does she say tomato, 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 tomato? I say mater.
That's right.
That's how I say it, mater.
So I went to type, Adam has 40, so we would have about 80 then. My phone says, so we would wiggle have. Instead of would, it's time to wiggle. What the hell is wrong with my phone? Wiggle. We would wiggle have. All right.
John Monroe said, Scotty, I'll send you a huge clock.
What kind? Send me a picture. I'm a clock fanatic, by the way. I like being able to look and see a clock at any time. And right now, I got a clock over there, but it's in a dim part of the room. So I probably need to hang it right there. Or right there. I don't know. I'll put it somewhere. I'm just saying. All right, you guys, we're going to roll up out of here. Thanks for everybody hanging in with us today. I am super happy, super proud that we still have hung out as good as we have with the old Corona. Thanks to everybody listening from the app. Truthfully, I'm impressed because our numbers are staying solid, and it was this solid before the Corona. So to me, that means we're doing something good. The numbers are staying solid.
That's great. And we appreciate each and every one of our listeners, and we love y'all.
That's right. We love each and every one of you. Y'all have a good day.
Invite your friends to watch us and like our page on Facebook.
Man, tomorrow is Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
What the hell are we going to do? How do we do Freaky Friday with Almost Holly?
Don't you worry. I'm going to have some props.
I was already thinking about I was thinking about getting you a little black mustache to stick on the screen. But I'm a little phobe when it comes to messing with the screen. All right, you guys, we love you a long time.
I thought about getting me one to put right here.
That's funny. I'm just saying it'd be hilarious. All right, you guys, we're going to get out of here. Y'all have a good day. We love y'all. We see y'all tomorrow.
Y'all.
Be good.
Tune in tomorrow morning. See y'all tomorrow.
Y'all later. Hey, y'all shop some local businesses and keep them poor guys in business, man. They need y'all as much as we need y'all, as much as they need y'all, as much as you need them.
Business.
10-4. Bye.
We love you, Rich. Love
See
you,
y'all
Scott.
later. Bye-bye. I'll call you in a little bit.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, you bye. Bye, 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 bye.
Today's show is sponsored by Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle. Don't get it confused with the others, because this is the choice that you got to choose. Today's show is sponsored by Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle. Sometimes you don't know what you're missing until you find out you're missing it. Hey, Joey, you ever heard about Rush Tees?
Yeah, I think I have. Is it the place you can get your own designs printed up on any shirt?
Polos, you can design whatever you want. Hell, you can take a picture of you and your dog and have it put on a shirt.
That's really cool. They're known for a quick turnaround, too, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Unless you got some crazy amount of shirts you want, they don't even have a minimum order. They are pretty good about getting you your stuff really fast.
That's very cool. So rush on down to Rush Tees and Signs. Where are they located, Scotty?
Man, they're located right there off of Elm Street and 278 in Covington. Their number is 770-728-1481.
Tell them Just for Fun sent you.
Hey, everybody, DJ Scotty here telling you about Buckeyes and Social Circle. Don't miss out on Buckeyes Restaurant right there in Social Circle. On Friday night alone, they have catfish platter. How can you go wrong, dude? They got smoked wings, barbecue, Angus burgers. Oh, my God, the burger with the egg on it to die for. Whatever you do, don't miss out on Buckeyes Restaurant in Social Circle. Go find them on Facebook. You can find them at Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle.
Buckeyes Restaurant.
That time of the year, it's approaching, man. Here we are at the beginning of the year. You know tax season is right around the corner. Heck, I was watching people last night on Facebook debate about paying people to do their taxes and is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Let me just tell you this. Rapid Tax Service is the way to go. They saved me a